Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Pantheon Nation. I'm Vector, my community call me Vec for short. I am an official Warframe content creator, and as such I am listed on the warframe.com creator directory. I am also an official content creator for Ubisoft. This is a community showcase catch-up episode which was broadcast live via twitch.tv/pnx_vector. So what is a community showcase? I am the creator and host of the Community Showcase, which very first aired September/October of 2022. Every Friday I feature artists and their gaming art on my channel, and some of these artists have even gone on to collaborating with other featured artists, creating their own networks with the aid of Community Showcase. If you would like to submit work to be considered for feature, you can tag me on Twitter along with the hashtag Community Showcase. Alternatively, you can join my public Discord server and post your submission in the Community Showcase section. The biggest project I've had the pleasure of organising was a 10 years of Warframe Community Showcase. Involved was an international team who helped bring the project to life. The 10 years of Warframe Community Showcase was the very first time I've ever had a panel of guests on stream, and the special guests were official Warframe content creators Medusa Captures and Purple Flip, and special guest Warframe developer and content creation manager Isaac. You can find the 10 years of Warframe Community Showcase on this channel by searching the video list. I would just like to say thank you to everyone who submits work to be featured on our showcase streams. Every week we are increasing our reach to more artists, as well as some of you actually tagging me in work belonging to other artists who you'd think deserves to be featured. The Community Showcase is increasing in popularity, and I'd like to state that, as the host, I'm proud to facilitate a non-judgmental, safe, growing platform for all artists who create innovative pieces for both Warframe and Ubisoft, as well as the respective franchises outside of my creatorship. For those of you interested, I do have a public Discord server. If you'd like to join that, the invite link alongside my official socials and affiliate links will be in the pinned comment below. I'm currently creating a website for everything Vector, which includes highlights of my content creator career, my streamer/brand media kit, as well as some other cool community stuff. More info will be released later this year. If you'd like to support me and the content I produce, you can do so in numerous ways. You can purchase official certified veteran merch from my store. You can head over to my affiliates via my affiliate links and purchase something from them. You can help crowdfund some of the equipment I have listed on Throne, or the biggest way you can help is totally free. Lightly gathering or touching, but larger hind legs for that quick escape. I like the beard. That's its nostrils. Wait, hold up. You're on about on its shoulders is his nostrils? That can't be. Surely not. Surely not. It's got gills? I don't know what this animal is. Can we attach our tentacle tether to it, and can we ride it is my next question. And if so, we're going to find one and attempt to do that. It costs absolutely nothing but a little bit of time out of your day. Head over to twitch.tv/pnx_vector and watch one of my streams. I stream Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, 3 PM to 6 PM UK time. Watching and getting involved in my streams means a huge lot to me. I would like to thank my VIPs and regular viewers who try to make my streams throughout the week. Your support is greatly, greatly appreciated. This all being said, please enjoy this week's Community Showcase catch-up episode. Thank you.
Thank you so much for bringing me into your home. It's not quite as squalid as I had feared.
and gentlemen, hello and villagers. Welcome to this week's Community Showcase. We're hoping to see a lot of familiar faces out there tonight. That being said, while we prepare behind the scenes, this is your reminder to get comfy, get your drinks and snacks, and get ready for PNX Vector's live Community Showcase.
Oh, wow! Oh, wow!
The showcase will begin shortly. As we sit and wait, we'd like to thank you. Every week you submit masterpieces of art. So to thank you, we like to showcase all of your hard work and talents. So thank you so much, and we hope you enjoy PNX Vector's live Community Showcase.
Oh, wow! Oh, wow!
The showcase will begin shortly, so this is your reminder to get comfy, get your drinks and snacks, and get ready for PNX Vector's live Community Showcase.
Oh, wow!
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and villagers. Welcome to PNX Vector's live Community Showcase. We are preparing behind the scenes, secretly looking at pictures of Excalibur. What is that? I wasn't supposed to say that out loud? Oh, never mind that one.
T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Hopefully, we're going to do some audio checks before we do anything, so hopefully the music isn't too loud. I hope you guys can hear me. Can I just double check that everyone can hear everything fine? Hey Rykens, welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody. Let me turn that off just in case, because I need a special guest intro. There we go. In case that was too loud, I don't know why I had a audio thing. Can everyone hear me just fine? Just double checking. Yep, sweet. Sort of hear you. You sort of hear me? Let me just turn my volume up a little bit. Hopefully that's a bit better. Okay, so hopefully that's better. Let me know. We're having a bit of issue. Well, I'm having a bit of issue with... I need to swap headset. Okay, cool. So this is a very special community showcase. Very, very excited to be joined by Uday. For those of you that are new here, welcome. I am Vector. I'm an official Warframe content creator. I host the community showcases every Friday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. usually, to accommodate. We are streaming a little bit later for Uday, and of course, yeah, so Uday, if you want to introduce yourself and what you do at DE, so, you know.
Hello, everyone. So my name's DE Uday. Really excited here today because this is actually my first time featuring on a stream. Really excited to be with Vector here. I'm a program coordinator at Digital Extreme. So I work with anything creator program related, primarily with glyphs, giveaways, and just like everybody else on the team, keeping tabs and an eye on the Warframe community.
Sweet. Thank you, Uday. So we do have a very... Oh, I just pulled my earphones out. We do have a very special Nidus news. I want to thank Kai for that. You guys may have noticed a return to Room Humanity with his music and his voice acting, so I want to say a huge thank you to Room Humanity for literally doing this last minute as well. So to shout out my guys, here we go. Creators for myself. There we go. So if you guys want to check these guys out, head over to Twitter's and check them out. Again, I want to thank Kaipuk for the Nidus news and Room Humanity for voice acting and the music. So what we're going to be doing, guys, we're going to be heading into Nidus news. Then we're going to be doing the community showcase. We're going to be going back to Discord, and then we're going to be reviewing and looking at people's work and all your submissions, like I've been doing the last couple of weeks. And then we're going to ease up into a Q&A with Uday. Again, I need to stress, do not ask anything about the future of Warframe, Soulframe, or anything Digital Extremes that hasn't been announced yet. My moderators have been briefed. Please keep it respectful. And again, any questions that you have, you can actually put in Discord. I have created a new chat for that. And if you want to ask during the Q&A, you can also type in stream. I want to thank my moderators, again, who are here, and everyone else that is watching. Thank you so much. But without further ado, guys, let's jump into this week's Nidus news. And where are you? There we go.
My pupil, the next summit awaits. Are you ready to make the climb?
We await a sacrifice. I beg you not to give in to it. We're all trusting in you.
Do what you can to help us.
We must raise more capital to pursue our goals.
You would make an excellent cephalon.
You will be too busy with familiarities of the angel.
You're a hero for these people.
Good evening, everyone. I'm sure some of you are questioning that video. If you are, ask Medusa Captures. I'm sure she'll fill you in. Why am I upside down? In today's news, Vector is currently holding a little quiz on Twitter. The quiz being, if you can guess his 7 most used frames, you'll get a gift from your wish list. And I will say, if you can't get at least one right, I'll be very disappointed in you. Because one answer he uses so much he had to go to rehab just to use it less. So far the guesses have been pretty interesting. I won't spoil anything. You'll have to see yourself. We did find Vector's ex-wife. More on that later. In other news, we have a guest today. Last time we had a guest the newsroom burned down. But seeing that I'm already upside down on the highway, running their intro shouldn't destroy anything. Now then shall we welcome our guest. That guest being a representative from our digital overlords. Yep, a Mr. Uday will be joining us. He's a community program coordinator for Warframe. And I've been told I have to be on my best behavior. So, I'll try. That being said, I hope everyone behaves today. And save the weird questions till the end. I know some of you have them. In other news, Vector may have found a secret to RNG. What is that secret? Well, when he's not offering to be Lotus's gaming chair or talking about Degath's glorious holes, he's offering to rub someone else's lamp for extra luck. Sheesh, no wonder the first wife left you, huh? Anyway, so far the results are mixed. Though my presence may have messed up testing, we will have to conduct more detailed tests until we have more concrete results. More on this later. Or not. I'm not sure how lamp rubbing helps. Anyway, moving on. Sandy Boy Inaros is getting a rework, changing him from a stander and look frame to a spinny Winnie armor strippy frame. I should be listing his changes now. From what I've seen, they look very good. Definitely a change for the better. I'm sure the Inaros mains, if they haven't shriveled up and died waiting, are very happy with the changes. Well, that seems to be all I had. I'll send it back to Vector. The tow truck should be here soon. Wait till I smell gas. I'm sure it's nothing. All right, back to Vector.
So that was a very questionable so let me just turn off questionable. Let me just turn off the stream real quick. There we go. You don't want to hear me twice. So yeah, Kai, I'm gonna have words for you at the end of this. But no, for those of you that are wondering what the hell was going on in the Nidus news, Medusa kind of said something to Kai in last week's stream, and this is Kai's official response as Nidus to Medusa. Medusa, Kai got us both good in that one. Uday, I hope you enjoyed your intro. I think you got off lightly. And yeah, that was the Nidus news. So, Uday, before we go into the community showcase, you're more than welcome to give your input on Nidus news. So I'm not sure you've seen Nidus news before.
Nope, this is definitely my first time looking at Nidus news. I'm a fan now. That's pretty fun. I love the Dragon Ball reference too, and I feel like the timing really works. You know, rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. Ultra Instinct Goku with the Uday. Okay, I like that. I like that. Condolences to Vector's ex-wife.
No, right. So before we go into showcase, I will pop up what that is. I have to thank Link the Tenor for this, and obviously Kai jumping on board. This is something that was talked about in VIP. But no, I definitely agree. Zach, I presume that's Zach. Welcome. I saw you earlier on in the chat. So before we go into the community showcase, I think that this needs to be seen because I've got to show it. So what the whole Vector's ex-wife references, I don't even know why that's even a thing. Is my love for Excal. I don't know if I still have it. Oh, I do have it, and it's not lost wife, ex-wife Kai. It's lost wife, but yeah. And this is basically it. So let me just scroll the image down really quickly so you guys can see. This is how you know you've got a good community, because it can literally just target you for anything and just, yeah, there we go. That's my lost wife. Excal Pram in a dress, clearing tears of sadness. Yeah. So I think it's just been a running joke at this point that I don't have Excal Pram, and I think that's just something I'm gonna have to run with. So there we go. So we're now jumping into the community showcase. Again, this is Uday's first experience, so I have to say that everyone that has submitted work, you guys have done incredible. As always, we've had a hell of a lot of submissions. It's very difficult to choose. If you're not featured this week, don't worry, you will. If you've submitted on Discord, we are going to be going through Discord submissions and stuff like that. And again, for those of you that may not have featured this week, you will be probably featured next week. So the first person that we have, let me just open up my folder really quickly, is Community Showcase, video format, frame, Cautionary Tale with Delicious Daniel. So Cautionary Tale has submitted a lot of works. We are going to see this in Discord. This is her new drifter fashion. I was speaking to Cautionary earlier today before we went live, and she's very pleased with this. I actually think she's done a really good job. We do have some other images in the Discord for those of you that do want to go through and have a look. And yes, she has done amazingly. Uday, I don't know if you got anything to say on the fashion.
This is a really cool piece. Like, I haven't seen too much drifter cosmetics done, and it looks so like realistic. Like the face and like the hair. Chad Prime is like probably how I describe it too. It also kind of reminds me of like, you know, like a person maybe with like a full sleeve on one arm, just because like he has that one arm with the kind of golden thing. Yeah, it looks really cool. I think this is very unique. I've never seen a drifter look like this before. Big fan of it.
Yeah, so Cautionary actually commented on his hair and everything, and she said that she is really pleased with the way that she's got him to look. I have to say that even on my operator, I can't remember what I've got my drifter set up as, but on my operator, I just have to say the 10 years of Warframe operator drifter suit is so well done. It's one, in my opinion, it's one of the best cosmetics for operator drifters that we currently have, and I wear it all the time. And it's really good to see people use it in fashions like this. I think Cautionary's pulled it off really well. The colours are really good as well.
Definitely agree with that.
So chat says, feel like the nickname should be Midas, Golden Touch of the Hand. Ooh. Caution has an amazing looking drifter. You've already commented on Chad Prime. I definitely agree with you both on that one. So I want to say thank you to Cautionary for submitting. We are probably going to see a lot more of Cautionary's works as we go through Discord. And yeah, thank you so much for your submission. The next person that we have is a first time feature, guys. This is from Twitter. We have certified Hemi Joshi with Oh My God Excalibur Umbra.
Ooh, wow, okay. I love how that's drawn too. Like, that's amazing. So I don't know if people know, but I am terrible at drawing. I can barely draw a stickman, but I really appreciate like well-drawn arts and paintings, even though I can't do it. And this is one of those times like I just look at a piece of art and just go, wow, like that's crazy. I love how creative and like artistic people are and can create pieces like this.
I'm with you on that, Uday. I say all the time that I can't even draw, and how these people are able to create something like this that almost looks like it's in-game with the way it's drawn. I love the pose as well for the Zato Umbra skin, I think it's, or the Zato Excal skin with the, I think the smoke, kind of like the Excal does with his pipe. I think that's cool. Not condoning smoking, guys, just saying. But no, Umbra's my all-time favorite frame. But I love the way that this is drawn. The lighting's interesting as well for me. The lighting touching the primed accents at the top of the helmet and stuff, and as it works its way down, I think is a really good touch.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's funny that you mentioned how like it looked really realistic, because I actually did have to get like a second look, because I thought it was an in-game pick. I was like, oh no, wait, that's drawn.
Gamer says, point of view, Excalibur Umbra has just finished the Endurance Steel Path Fisher mission with nothing but bronze. Wait, what? My chat's gone by. Bronze loot to show for it. Oh, okay. RNG for me has been a little bit on the downside, so I can sort of agree with that, like on something. Shy Uday is here. You should be able to hear him. Can I just check everyone can? Yes, Shy. That is.
Yeah. Hope
that
everybody
is
can hear me.
That is DEU Day. Yeah. So, like I said, this is first time feature, and I think that for a first time feature, this person has set the bar really, really high. I hope we get to see more of their work, and I just, again, as an Excal main, it's just, for me, it's flawless. That's all I can say. I'm just ignoring chat at this point, Shy. Excal best frame. Uday, you can respond to that. I'm not going to respond. Max Trap, welcome to the most unhinged community and make it worse. Oh god, no. Raiken's Excal. So I want to thank Certified Himijoshi for allowing me to feature your work. I absolutely love it as an Excal main, and I don't know if you've got any final words you want to say, Uday, before we switch to the next person.
No, let's give the next one a look.
Okay. So thank you for your submission. I hope to see more from you in the future. Next person is first time feature, I believe, and it's Frag. This is from Discord. Capture, I believe, and yeah, I love hearing about this. I just love the way the light is. I think that's like shining through his helmet. We've got the Signa on there, which is the heirloom Signa, I believe, and yeah, I just love everything about this, of course. And I think that's on the new. Is that on a new scene from the new Demos tile sets?
It does look like that.
It does look like
with the kind of rocks in the background.
Yeah,
that's really cool. I feel like this doesn't even feel like Warframe right now. It's like it's almost from like a different game. It's so surreal, and like that helmet just looks so good. And damn, I don't even know what to say. It's just it's so surreal. I love it.
Madame Banshee says, Mag Heirloom Signet on the Harrow Deluxe. Shem says, and framed in front of Wally screaming, nicely done. Is that... Yeah! I think I can make it out. Oh my. I think Shem's right, you know. I think Shem's right. I think that is Wally screaming, nice. I believe that is. I just think the framing is really well done. I've started to go into Captura. These guys have been inspiring me, and it's... Some people think it's just taking an image, but there's so much more to it. With Warframe having the Captura setup, the settings and stuff, for me, the lighting is a challenge. So something like this, which to some people that don't do Captura may look like it's a simple thing, it's a lot different experience when you go in game and try and do it yourself. So huge respect to Captura artist Frag on this. Gamer says, it looks like a poser for the DLC. Love the clarity and sharpness of the Captura. Harrow Deluxe is such an amazing skin. And Rohan says, wow, this looks like an amazing loading screen.
I can definitely see this as a loading screen. I can see this as a desktop background too. Like I can already imagine like where my recycle bin's gonna be and like where my Warframe's gonna be.
Yeah, I say this every week. I definitely agree. I don't play Harrow much. But like I say, like when people submit works like this, I don't know if you have the same sort of like mindset, but if someone makes an image like this, it kind of makes me want to go and play that frame, or maybe at least go and purchase the skin, put it on, and play around it with myself. You know.
That I definitely believe in that, just because like after seeing that Drifter skin, because I don't use Drifter much, I'm definitely more of an Operator person, but after seeing that Drifter skin, I think I'm gonna have a double back and switch over to Drifter for a bit.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So I want to say thank you to Frag. This is the first time feature, and again, I hope to see more from you in the future. And yeah, I definitely agree with you, Uday here. Definitely desktop background wallpaper, even mobile. Sometimes people give me permission to use their captures as mobile, and I think this will be a really good fit. So thank you for your submission. Hope to see more from you in the future. The next one is a collab. We have Freddy Caps and Kaylee Emerald. In Search of the Gorge.
Ooh. This looks like the beginning of like an epic RPG game. Like you're just about to set off on an adventure.
I love the mist. Warframe, I think, has got some really good weather elements. One thing that I love, especially from a dojo point of view, is the fog. It can add so much depth to whatever you're doing, whether it's Captura, dojo building, or whatever it is. It's a really good effect. And again, it adds depth to the Captura, at least, like I say, for me in this. And like I agree with you, it looks like they're going on an adventure. Let's have a look. Yeah, so just to confirm, guys, sound redeems are disabled for the community showcase. We are here to focus on the artworks of the artists, so in respect, there is no sound redeems that will be played. Shem says, Drifter and Operator about to start some trouble. I've got to ask. Are you a drifter or an operator? Which is your preference when you're messing around the Warframe, or do you have one?
For myself, I like operator better. I've always used operator, and when drifter initially came out, I just thought, you know what, it's gonna be really hard to do my fashion frame on a drifter. I think I'm gonna stick with operator. Again, after seeing that last drifter cosmetic stuff, I think I might have changed my mind. I think I might have to go back and work on my cosmetics for my drifter.
Yeah, for me, I'm the same. I feel like until you guys decided to do the universal armor pieces, I think where whatever you got for your operator, you could transfer it over to your drifter. For a long time, that kind of forced me to stay as the operator because I loved a lot of the fashion. But I have found myself fluctuating between the two. Now that you're able to mix and match your armor pieces and stuff like that, and cyan danas, like cyan danas and your armor pieces on your operator and drifter, I think just add another depth to your character creation as well. But yeah, I think to this day I'm still team operator. Drifter's good, right? Warframe channel, if you're still here, I love Drifter, but I think for me it's just I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what it is regarding the appeal of playing operator compared to Drifter. I feel like it's kind of weird when you transfer out and then your Drifter's just as tall as your Warframe. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I think that's what it is.
That is actually a really, really good point. I was about to say the exact same thing, because like, yeah, when that big drifter just hops out the Warframe, it's a little weird. They just feel like the same size. Personally, that's how I feel. I'm an operator person too. Drifter art's awesome, but I think I'm still team operator.
Yep. Tori says, I'm 100 Team Drifter. Oh, we've got a bit of division here. Drifter and Rage Kitty have bonded, but Operator is my primary style child forever. And then we have Fiend. Drifter and Operator should be allowed to handshake. Ooh.
Oh.
Wait, is that not a thing? Is that not a thing?
See, how would you even pull that off?
Like,
or like the emote, like the handshake emote. I think you can. I'm not 100% sure though.
I don't know if we can actually handshake as. Can we handshake as operators? Drifters? I've never tried it. To this day, I've always used my Warframe for emotes. I've not. This gonna sound really bad as a Warframe creator here, but I've never gone into my operator drifter or tried to emote. I've only done that in my Warframe because I've played since 2014, and when emotes became a thing, like that's all we had. So that's what I've done. I've never thought of going into my operator and trying to emote. Like, I feel so bad for that now.
Yeah, thinking about it, I've probably only emoted on my operator like a handful of times. It's always on my Warframe though.
Yeah, same here. I'm gonna have to try after this. I'm gonna go into Warframe. I'm gonna get someone to just come in and try and see if it works.
Yeah, this is crazy because like after just seeing like 3-4 pieces of art, it makes me want to go back to Warframe and just like try new things, which is like another thing I love about the game. It's like you see something that inspires you, and it's like bam, okay, I want to hop on Warframe and try that now, even though like you've done so many other things on Warframe. There's just so much content that you can always try. It's something always new you can go back to.
Yeah, so Fiend says, sadly you can't handshake with each other, but let's say I'm a drifter and you're an operator, I couldn't handshake you. I don't know if that's something you can take back. I don't know how the team would even replicate that, but it's interesting because we've had the position where in a certain quest, again guys, for those of you that may be new here, I'm not going to spoil it, but there is an instance where two of these characters have come face to face, so it could be something later on, or what, but I feel like you guys are still working on that sort of stuff, so I don't want to delve too much into that conversation. But it's an interesting concept, getting these two to emote together at least. Again, it's a really good, I think, talking point. So I want to thank Freddy Caps for submitting this, and it's a really, really good collab with Kaylee Emerald. For those of you that don't know, Freddy Caps and Kaylee Emerald are official Warframe content creators, and they are really, really good at what they do. So it's an honour being able to showcase your work, guys, and keep doing what you're doing. The next person that we have is Frey. I don't know if there's a title for this one. I don't think there was, but this is also in Discord.
Damn. Every time I look at like fan art, I get blown away just because like again I can't draw like really, I cannot draw a stick man. So like when I see art like this, it's like oh my god, like people are just so talented out there, and like the details in this too, the shading, I couldn't even picture this in my head, and I'm just at a loss of word. It looks absolutely stunning. The colorway too with the purple background, mwah, chef's kiss.
So, I'm gonna try and find Frey on Twitter because she actually posted about this. And before I comment, I want to make sure that I get the right post. Bear with me. Let me scroll down. Okay, so this is what Frey says on Twitter, and I'm quite shocked at this. She says, "Groans, finally done. I started this thing back in December. I've been on and off hating it, and I still don't know if I like it or not. Either way, tried painting it with no line art. I kind of just wanted it finished so the work in progress would stop staring at me. ...
Wait, did they paint this?
I will try. I don't know if they painted it, but they said either way, tried painting it with no line art. So I don't know if this like
Oh.
like.
I mean, like regardless, it's still amazing.
Yeah. I still can't believe you could pull something like this off and then be like, don't like it. Like what? Free?
Right? Yeah, exactly. Oh my
What?
god, how do you not like this?
How?
This is perfection.
Oh, Frey's in chat. She says digital painting.
Oh, it's digital painting. Yeah, it looks amazing though. Like, I find like digital painting might actually even be harder than like physical painting, because like, I mean, yeah, if you make mistakes, you can erase it, but like, how do you get like such fine lines and like blending stuff without using something physical? Maybe it's just myself. Like, I can't envision myself being able to like manipulate something like that with a mouse, or like even like an electronic pen. It's so profound to me.
I wouldn't even know where to start, to be honest. So that's it. If I could draw like this, Frey, I'm just gonna say, if I could draw like this, I'd be happy. But this is it. If you're a creator, if you're doing anything creative, we are our worst critics, right? I've been in a position where I've done something and I'm just pulling it apart. And I think because we're not the ones looking on the outside. Like, we don't pick up what we would class as imperfections, maybe. So I think the person that creates images and artworks like this, it's easier to pick apart. But for someone that's consuming this and enjoying this for what it is, like, this to me is incredible. I cannot find any faults with this, Frey. You've done such a really, really good job.
Definitely agree. And just like working back to the point of like artists looking at their art differently than how like a third party would is like so true. I feel like a lot of artists, like, they envision things differently than like what a third party would see, and so like they might see something else in like kind of imaginative compared to like what they're actually creating, and so they have this kind of like perfectionism, idealistic, whereas from a third party we look at it and we're like, wow, this is just stunning, it's amazing.
It's just incredible. So Frey says it's worse if you're improvement / progress driven too, because all you see is the mistakes. Iris Yo says, as an artist who both draws both digital and traditional mostly harder because there's no erase button.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, I guess as a not artist, I couldn't picture that. Definitely digital is easier to erase. I just feel like, wouldn't digital be harder to create though?
Yeah, I mean, how does it feel holding a pen? I'm presuming this is what you use, because I am still delving into the fan art world and finding out what people use and stuff, and I think you can do it on like a pad and you've got like an electronic pen or whatever, but I don't know how that would feel compared to having a traditional piece of paper on a desk, and
yeah,
like the way that maybe the pen would feel in your hand compared to something that for me would feel really light. I've not held a digital pen. I can only imagine, and for me, I think this is the carpenter in me. I'm all about how it feels, like, especially something weighty. I feel like I have more control compared to something really light, I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I think I'm the exact same way too, actually. It's that feeling, and like, even when I sign things electronically, like, how like in stores now, you don't use like a paper pen, you use like that electronic signing thing. I butcher my signature every time. It just feels so off to me.
Yeah, and if you give me a pen, like my signature would look nothing like what
Oh
what
yeah,
I'd scribble.
100%.
Like sometimes I feel like did I sound that? I look like I'm a 2-year-old trying to pick a pen for the
Yeah.
first time, and I'm scrawling on the walls. I don't know, but this is incredible. This really is incredible. Hey Vet, kind of half tuning in since it's AM in here. No worries, Tofat, and welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Frey says they both have the pros and cons. Frey, I just have to say this is incredible. I totally understand where your critiques are as an artist, but know that as somebody that is looking at this, you have done an amazing job. You've done Warframe proud, you've done Chill Extremes proud, capturing what they've created in your own way. Even down to the fashion and pose, I think, and the environments that you've drawn there. It's a testament to your skills and your passion and dedication as an artist. Uday, I don't know if there's anything you add before I move on to the next person.
No, I think we're good to move on to the next.
Okay.
Love the piece. Thank you, Freya.
Thank you. The next person that we have is Ijex. So this is C's for Caliban. I'm going to provide a little bit of behind the scenes regarding this. So my partner's provided a challenge for me. I have to do the Warframe alphabet because all I do on stream is play Excal Umbra. I know, guys, surprise, surprise. Excal main plays Excal on stream. I'm so sorry. So I'm now working through the Warframe alphabet. This week was C's for Caliban, and this was created by Ijex. And to be fair, from what I've received feedback yesterday regarding the stream and Caliban, he is a difficult frame from what I understand to fashion. Just with how unusual I think he is. Like, for example, if you look on his shoulder, he's got like that massive like sentient piece, I think, and then he's very unsymmetrical, I think is the word I'm looking for. But I don't think I've had any issues fashioning him, and I think that is a really good frame. But with the Captura, I think this is on the Murex, and it's kind of fitting as well because I believe you get this for completing the new War Quest. I think you get Caliban, the BVP to Caliban for completing new War. I believe so.
Caliban is one of those Warframes that I have not played yet. I think he's one of like the only like one of 5 maybe Warframes that I haven't played. Don't know too much about Caliban.
He's a fun Warframe. We had a debate yesterday. He's a fun Warframe to play. Some people don't like his kit. Some people like his kit's okay, and some people like, there is some other Warframes that do what he can do but better. I mean, I think that as you guys work through the roster and rework, Caliban may be one of those. It's whatever. But for somebody like, for me, I just love spamming his sentience. I was doing that all stream yesterday, just calling 3 sentience to watch my back, and I'm just watching these pink sentience because I got pink in. Just watching these pink sentience go and wreak mayhem, I can't even speak, in the new labs, and it's so fun to watch. So someone says, what frame is? Oh yeah, the running joke, Cali who? Because yeah, okay. Game, it's almost the same color scheme as the background. Is that Caliban? If you see, if you see it, you can't unsee it. Yeah. So, as I said yesterday about this submission for the Warframe Alphabet Challenge, I do love how Ijex has kind of mimicked the Murex background with Caliban's fashion.
I definitely agree with that. I really like the colorway, and actually my favorite color is red too. So like just kind of seeing the red on Caliban, the red background, kind of like dark-ish, like dark-esque kind of look. Yeah, really a fan of that. It's actually giving me a little bit of Dark Sector vibes too, actually.
I didn't think of that. Yeah, I can see where you're going with this because it's that kind of that part in the game where I think either you're coming off your ship or you're going back to your ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I get that as well. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree. I think that's a really cool way of looking at it. This is shot. I thought it was digital art. Hey, Mel Paris, welcome to the stream. Tori says, Cali who? Great shot. Max Trap says, I'm missing one piece and I'm too tired to farm it. Oh, okay, fair enough. If you want to help farm, just let me know. Rahun says, wait, is this Warframe? It's a good shot. It's a good shot. I want to thank Ijex for taking part in the Warframe Alphabet Challenge and for your artwork. It is greatly, really appreciated. And again, thank you for being part of the community. And yeah, the next person that we have is Iris Yo with Lotus.
Whoa.
So this was
Again.
posted. As you give your input, Uday, I'll just look so you can you tell us your input.
Yeah, I was just gonna say again with the fan art, I absolutely love it. I love how it's kind of like a little bit like a watercolor kind of look to it, and you got the water dripping down, watercolor, water dripping down the tears. I really like this, the purple too. I really like the color purple, so yeah, I really like that. It's like really cute, wholesome vibes, watercolor. I really dig it.
I like the tears.
Pastel colors. Yeah, I really like the tears too.
You know, this was posted on Twitter, and Iris posted in Discord, and the caption on Twitter is, "She's finally free from the shackles of her past." This has actually gained attention from Red, and she put 4 exclamation marks, "Wow, oh wow," and exclamation mark. So Red really loves this as well.
Space Mommy are pretty. Love it.
It is a cool piece. It is a really cool piece. Iris Yo is a really talented artist, and again, the tears are a good touch. The caption, it adds to that as well. Just a sense, I think, of freedom with, Lotus is finally free from the shackles and the tethers of what she was going through. With, again, I don't want to go into too much of the story because I don't know where people are at with that. But I think it's really well. The timing for posting is good because I believe today's International Women's Day. I think
it is, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's a really good time post.
Yeah, we're getting a really good time. First we got the Dragon Ball, now we got Lotus. We're killing the timing.
Exactly. Iris Yo said, "I drew it on my small phone and with one finger, by the way." Oh, now you're just rubbing it in, Iris Yo. Now you're just rubbing it in. Oh, what?
Wait, what? You drew it on your phone? No.
Yeah, right. Iris Yo says,
There's
"I
no
drew
way.
it on my small phone and with one finger, by the way."
There's no way.
Gamer says, "Happy Mother's Day, Lotus." And Iris Yo went, yes, with one finger, boss. Right, yeah. And there's me struggling with a paper and pencil, and there's people out here drawing on a phone, a small phone, with one finger, and they're creating stuff like this. Are you deliberately trying to put me to shame, Iris?
I can't even write my name on my phone. Like, if I had to draw my name, it's gonna come all butchered.
And there's people doing this on their phone? Like, what?
Right? Jeez, that's crazy. You guys are crazy talented.
Look, Iris says all my digital art is drawn like this. What, on your phone? Like, hold up. On your phone?
Do you have like magical, like tiny fingers and like different size fingers for like different sizes of drawing?
I don't even know, to be honest.
Yes.
If you say my keyboard, by the way, I do apologise. Right, okay, so I just can't believe you are even doing this on... Yeah. It's just incredible.
Wow, Iris is really rubbing it in. It's like, no, my fingers are fat.
How?
Jeez.
It's just incredible. So, Iris Yo, thank you for everything that you do in the communities. And again, giving us a little bit of insight on how your art process is. I don't think I've ever known that you actually use a little phone and you draw with your finger. And now that I know that, I have a hell of a lot more respect for you. I'm not saying I didn't have respect for you before, but I just can't even put words. But yeah. So yeah, Iris Show, thank you so much for your submission. Greatly appreciated. And yeah, looking forward to seeing what you submit for future. The next person that we have is Cast with Sentient.
There's a lot going on in this one, and I like it. That kind of like the blue in the bottom right with the crystal, crystal chest piece, shoulders. Oh, the smoke in the back. I feel like there's a lot. It's a very complex piece. There's a lot going on, but they all match really well and they all come together. I don't know what I can't put my finger on it, but there's something about it that just feels right.
I love the contrast between the backgrounds with the lighting. So I think you've got the void on the bottom left, and then I think you've got, I don't know if that's dust or clouds, and it's kind of like coming together. The armor pieces, I think, is level 30 Nightwave in this season. We do have that one signet, and I can never remember what it is. It begins with an E, I think. But the fashion, the pose, everything about this is really good. But one thing that is sticking out for me is definitely the background. I think the background is really, really well done. I think it adds depth to this. Endvine Signa. Endvine Signa. Madam Banshee says, yes, I believe that's the one. We have, oh man, I love this vibe. This would make an awesome oil painting.
Oh yeah, it would look amazing as an oil painting.
Freddy Cap says, oh wow, what a shot. Queen Purple says, I love this artist, always makes stunning art. Cast is, yeah, I don't know if Cast has featured before, but I have seen you guys comment on Cast's posts a lot, I think, on social media. They do produce a lot of good work. I think the subject in this, which is the Warframe, is framed, in my opinion, really well. But for me, I think what solidifies this is definitely the background. Don't know what you think. You did?
Oh, sorry. I'm just staring at this photo. It's so cool. I'm looking at it on the Discord right now. It has like a little bit better quality compared to the stream.
Yes.
And yeah, the contrast is just amazing. Oh my god. It's so mesmerizing. There's so many details, and like a lot of things when like you add, too many details, it might kind of overpower the picture and kind of like too much going on, but this like just pairs so well.
Shem says it looks painted.
I could see that, yeah.
I can see that. See, when these capture artists do stuff like this, where I've seen it even where your team has been like, yo, is this edited? Is this not edited? I think that is definitely a testament to the skill. I think they understand their project, which they're trying to do, and then they elevate it somehow. I don't know how to do it. I don't know if there is any editing in the image. I'm not sure if this has any editing in, but either way, for me, it just ticks all the boxes. The fashion is beautiful, the pose is striking, and the background, it's just an all-round solid piece.
Oh yeah.
Shem says, and I think is a Jupiter Gas City skybox. I think Cast is in stream. It's not edited. And thank you. You've done a really good job, Cast. You really, really have. Again, I'm not entirely sure if we have featured you, but all in all, if this is a first-time feature, again, I apologise if not. You have set the bar really, really high, and I hope we do get to see more from you in the future. Gamer says, what frame is this? Is it Vault? Do you know what frame it is, Uday? Can you guess?
I'm going to guess Ivara?
See, I'm debating whether or not to have a sentient skin. Because I don't know if they do or not. I'm trying to work that out. I might just go over Discord and have a look at the actual image because I'm looking at it on the stream at the moment. So just go to.
I think chat might be right. I think it's Mesa with the sentient skin.
Mesa. Okay. I'll just scroll to where we are. I think it makes sense. I can't see the regulators though. But yeah, this is a really, really good thing. You're so tight, fam. I love your work. The pose is definitely Mesa pose. VGC says Mesa. So yeah, chat. I think you are right. I think the chat's right. This is where I struggle. Is guessing the Warframe sometimes, and I don't mess around with a lot of skins. So this is where I kind of struggle. So you might have to help me out, guys. But I think it's a really good shot. I think it is a really, really good shot. Shem says, my first alternate skin for Mesa. So, yeah, Mesa. So I want to thank podcast for your submission. It's greatly appreciated. I have noticed you have put your social media in there, so when I do the edit for the showcase catch up, don't worry, your social media will be edited as a promo. At the moment, I know it's not on screen, but just be aware that I will put in your Instagram. So thank you so much for your submission. The next person that we have is Link the Tenor, and this one is called Two of My Favourite Lloyds.
Oh. I love the anime style. I haven't seen Spy X Family, so I don't think I know the other Lloyd reference, but the art wise, I really like it. I really like the Spy X Families, like on the left side, the characters like suit and tie, like the shadows on like the tie and like the color red and kind of the green on the vest. It looks really good.
Link the Tenor is responsible also for my Warframe Creator logo. Link is a really good artist, and Link, I've shown Link nearly at the start, well, maybe a couple months after my start of the showcases, and an exceptional talented artist. Words cannot do Link justice, and I know that Warframes, I think, are something that they are working on improving in terms of drawing, and I was a bit nervous when they did my my logo, but yeah, I mean, you can see there on screen just how incredible Link is, and another person that's kind of critical of the work, how, I don't even know, but yeah, it's just crazy to me. I love the different styles of art as well. I think that you can definitely tell, I think the Lloyd on the right is from Warframe, obviously, with the accessories and the suit and stuff. I'm not familiar with Spy X Family. I haven't seen that, if that's a thing. So if you have, or you know about it, you're more than welcome to talk more on that, if that's met the brief and ticked all the boxes.
I'm still mesmerized by that suit. It looks so good. Just like that tie and the vest. It looks so good. I saw somebody in the chat ask, "What's my favorite anime?" That's a really tough question. It's kind of like asking a person what their like favorite song is, because like there's so many, right? And it's always changing. But I think if I had to get an answer, just like historically, maybe Hunter x Hunter, just because I kind of grew up watching it too, and really like that anime.
This is probably gonna be something I might save for Q's and A's, but I'm gonna have to do it at the moment. It's gonna be really weird if I ask you. But are you Pokemon or Digimon?
Oh, you want to take a guess?
I'm gonna go with. I don't know. I'm torn. Okay, I'm gonna take a guess. It's probably gonna be wrong, but I'll say Digimon.
Oh, sorry, chat was right. Pokemon.
I was gonna go with that one as well. Okay. There we go. So a couple people said Pokemon, someone did Digimon. But no, I just thought, because obviously you said about anime and stuff like that. I mean, you know, and the only thing, I don't know if you can class it as that. I'm completely new to like anime stuff. Don't really watch it, but anything that's, I think it's classed as anime. This is where chat's gonna just rip me apart here. Is that classed as an anime or not? Pokemon, Digimon? I don't know. I'll let you guys decide.
I think in my opinion, it is. It's like it's very like early anime. It's kind of anime like you grow up watching. It's not something like, whereas like if you want to start watching anime, you wouldn't just start watching Pokemon. It's something you got to grow up with.
Right. Okay.
But
So
I still think it classifies as anime in my opinion.
I can breathe easy. That's what sacrificing me. What gamer? No. Okay.
Or like I don't know. Maybe it's like it's a mix of like cartoon and anime. I could see it's like it has aspects of both, you know.
That's what, for me. That's what's confusing, because obviously you've got the features and stuff. But yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna let chat just flow.
Oh, whoever said Tokyo Ghoul, yes, I love Tokyo Ghoul. I was actually I dressed up as Kaneki, I think like 2 or 3 years ago for Halloween, and I learned the Tokyo Ghoul intro on guitar, and it took me so long, but love that anime. Chef's kiss.
Oh no way! You dare play guitar for us when?
Oh yikes! Next time.
Next time. Nah, I'm just messing with you, but that's actually pretty cool. We're getting a little bit of about you there as the stream goes on. Hopefully, get a little bit more in as we go into Q's and A's. But that's actually pretty cool. You know, that's awesome. You got the guitar riff down. Great. Here we go. But no, if you want to answer that, Uday, you can do it. It's entirely to you. Get Vec for this, Grams. Oh my god, here we go. Getting slaughtered.
The guitar riff down. I don't know about the guitar riff. I just like I learned the whole intro. I'm not sure like which riff you're referring to, but like just like the first. I don't remember if it was the first season or the second season intro. It's like the most famous one that everybody listens to.
If anyone wants to send me a link, by all means, because I do not know what anyone is talking about with this. So if you want to send me a link to it, do it. But I think it's really cool that you do stuff like that, and again, finding a little bit about you as well. But that's really cool. Gamer, my guy, one of us. I think you got chat approval. But back to this.
Thank you.
Link, I think you've done a really good job. To capture, I think, as you say, your favourite Lloyd. So we've got Lloyd, Twilight, is that Forger? And then we've obviously got Lloyd from Warframe. And again, just to catch, I think for me, both of them have their own personalities in this as well. It's really easy to tell that they're both the same person, but if you will, maybe different worlds. And I think you've done really well with this. So very well done.
Still looking at the suit. Amazing.
I think Link, if you're gonna take anything from this, Uday loves the suit. It's a striking suit. It really is.
Oh, that shading on the red tie and just like that vest, like I love it. I love it. The way like the light, kind of like the light and the shading of the dark. I don't know. Love it. I can't describe it, but I like it.
There we go. Okay, so this one might take a little bit of a while because this is one, like I said, where we have Warframe concepts. So please welcome to the community showcase, Madam Banshee and her duck concept, Penny. Called
Okay. I haven't seen physical art actually. Like looking at a lot of like creators capture art, fan art. I've never actually. This might be the first like physical art I've seen of Warframe. That's really cool. I love that.
So yeah, if you go to Discord and then scroll up, it's literally just above link submission. We have a couple of links. So I have the Lore and More open. You can it's up to you if you want to look at the images or if you want to click on that with me, but I'm going to be reading the lore. So this is, Banshee is really thoughtful when creating these pieces. The series is a very diverse one. We have had a Void Angel Warframe. Just saying, just look at it. Like, it is so good. So this one is Penny the Rascal Law. So she is the one to bring the fun for whoever needs it or not. This is Penny, the charismatic, the rule breaker. Penny fights those who are ruining fun. Do you wish to dream of excitement, Tenor? The Lotus. So that is what the Lotus is quoting. Even though she was labelled as a troublemaker by the Voxelaris, the Vent Kids praise her for her artistic graffiti and defend them from the ones that would bring harm to them, just like her aquatic friend did. Kit. Passive. The X number of status effects on an enemy raises the chances of an X percentage critical chance on weapons and or abilities. First ability, Rain of Feathers. Throw out these sharp feathers from Penny's arms to slash her foes. Second ability, Paintball. Throw a volley of her grenades to paint enemies in whatever element you toggle between. Toxic, heat, cold and electric. Oh my god. Oh, that would be so fun. That reminds me, that would kind of be like a permanent Christmas, like a festive season thing where you can have like a snowball fight.
All the different colors.
Yeah. Third ability, Surprise. Place a sticky grenade on an enemy to pull enemies within range to the targeted enemy. That one is a Helminth's of Zoom. Ability 4 is Faithful Pal. Turn into Penny's long-time friend Beatrice to stop the ones ruining her fun. Speech is very limited for Beatrice. First ability. So is this kind of like Sevagoth and his shadow? Or what? Because it looks like you can actually be another like Warframe, I think. So
I think so, yeah.
First ability for the Faithful Pal is Spat. So spit out a single grenade to pull in enemies. Oh my god, why do I want to do this? Second ability, Womp. Stomp on the ground for a wave of electricity to stun enemies. Third ability, Speak. Beatrice's release a quack. Oh my god.
I love the quack.
The quack. I just want to go around and quack at enemies now. It's just really. Can you imagine if you are facing down a Grenier onslaught? It's like you got like
Just start
Excal,
quacking.
bro. You got like Excal, you got Volt, you got Rana, you got all these, and then literally they're all lined up, and then this one duck Warframe just comes, puts arms between them, like stand aside, and then this Warframe calls out the faithful pal, and then just goes and quacks at the Grenier. Like that is the scene.
I would purely play this Warframe just to transform into Beatrice and just like quack around the whole map. Like just follow everybody and start quacking.
Oh my god, this is so fun. So the quack that strips the enemy's defenses, the quack armor strips, Oh my god! And why do we not have an armor strip quack? I don't know. Oh my god. Fourth ability, Mad. So Beatrice opens her beak as a beam of radiation chains between enemies. That's kind of like Wisp. That's kind of like is it
Soulgate, I think it's called.
Yeah,
Soulgate. Yeah.
Doesn't that chain? I think that chains.
I don't remember. I know it has punch through for sure. I don't remember if it changed though.
I'm imagining like a wisp but a duck at this point. A wispy duck.
So I don't know if like the stream can showcase it, but like on the Discord where it was originally submitted by Madam, she also has like another picture of the duck form, like of Beatrice, and it's just literally like a little duck with boots on and like a small cape. It's so cute.
I've got it. So let me save this really quickly, and I'll put it on stream. So showcase and desktop and image and done. And let me try and put this up. There it is.
Yes. Imagine this just like running around in a Grenier tile set, just quacking at things and stripping armor.
I just think it's so good. Yeah.
I love it.
It's so good. We also have where to farm her. So quest. So I believe you got a quest. So follow the clues of the graffiti left by Penny in Old Valis before Nefanya finds out what she was hiding. Rumor has it she stole some technology or codes for a stationary orb in the water. This will give her main blueprint on completion of the quest. Vent Kid standing, rank 3, her parts and weapon. The signature weapon, oh my god. It's called Whiffle. Whiffle. It's a secondary weapon, and these grenades, when held by Penny, increase ammo efficiency when you reload. I think this is a really good, solid Warframe concept.
Yeah, I like how like they really went over everything, like where to farm the frame, the actual kit, the drawing, signature weapon, and even lore too. I can't get over to the mecha duck though, like just running around as a duck. I think it'd be like the size of like Titania, maybe a little bit bigger, but you're just like waddling on the floor and just like quacking at people.
Oh,
I can't get over that.
You mean like a mini
Yeah,
duck?
because like if you look if you look at the drawing, it's like, could you imagine it as like a human sized duck?
That would be scary.
That would be
I'm thinking
that would be scary. Yeah.
I love how you're thinking
I'd be like
small Titania, like a little duckling going around quacking at the enemy. That's gonna be like,
yeah, pretty much.
You'll be in a land of giants at that point. You'll be in a land of giants. Just think how Titania goes real small and everything looks real big. You're a little duck, like you can't fly. Well,
just running around the map. I wonder if the map would scale to like, theoretically, hypothetically, if this was in the game, it's like you turn into a little duck. Like, since you're not flying like Titania, would you be like on the ground, just kind of like looking at everybody bigger than you?
Yeah, that is just. Hey, what if? Hear me out, guys. But what if, like, obviously with Titania, some people will be able to get into the little places in the maps that you can't get in otherwise. What if, because this is an Orb Valis, like, Warframe, what if we have changes in the map so it can accommodate, like, for example, burrows? So there's these little areas that only this duck can go in, and inside there could be, like, maybe a nest of eggs or something, and you go and activate and it's loot. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, kind of like how in, like, those new Devuri maps, you have those, like, hidden areas, like, in the vents, but, like, the vents would be smaller to fit the duck.
Yeah, yeah. So, if this, not saying it would, but if we had something like this and you did have a small, like addition to the game, like kind of like Titania, but it's ground based. It kind of changes the map as well, but then you won't be able to access that in your Warframe because it's like way too big. And then it adds more depth to the map. You can only access them if you're at that Warframe and you brought into Orphalis. I think that'd be really cool.
An augment mod to turn into a necromech-sized ducky. I'm all for that. Could you imagine? Oh my god.
I think
Just
at that
stomping
point,
around, quacking.
Yeah. I think that this is where our minds are different because you've gone with a normal sized duck. I've gone with necromech. I think a necromech sized duck. Can you imagine if you brought that duck onto Railjack and you called your duck out?
Oh.
And it was huge. Can you imagine the new players that have just joined and they got their arc wings like, yo, I'm in this cool ship, and then they see this massive...
I need that duck. I need that duck.
and then there's this massive, gigantic duck walking around the Railjack. What is this? Oh, wait. Before we move on, how about this for an idea? Gigantic duck, small Titania. Does Titania ride the duck?
Oh. Or what if, like, Titania was a little bigger and the duck was really small? Does a duck ride Titania?
I don't know. At this point, I'm completely... 1002. Hey, guys, look at my new Necromac. Pulls out a gigantic duck. The other 10 what the hell? I don't know. We need something like this. Like, even if it's just something ground-based. You know, look at the Warframe. How beautiful the Warframe even looks.
Oh, it looks great, yeah.
It looks really good. But yeah, guys, if you want to see the lore and stuff that I've just discussed, it's all in the Discord. I believe Banshee's also put on social media, twitter.com/AnyNews99. As Uday also stated, Banshee's also put in the Warframe Discord, so if you haven't already, go and check it out. Banshee's done some really cool Warframe concepts. I think that this is a very tough contender for the Void Angel Warframe, in my opinion. Banshee, you're on point. I don't know where you're getting these ideas from, but you're on point. Okay, so the next person that we have is Melee Prowess with Venari. This was a Twitter submission.
Ah, it looks like the Gavat's almost like in a like a glass showcase. I don't know what you call those things. Like, it's like glass showcase kind of things, and it's like you have the lights in the back kind of shining. I don't know if you guys are familiar. Last year in TennoCon, there was that museum on the first floor of you know, all the different like paintings and like props made, and on like each pedestal, wherever like a prop was, there'd be like two lights in the back, kind of just giving a very nice kind of light to the prop, and this really feels like that. It's just like being showcased. You got the two lights, and the Kavat just looks kind of shiny. You got the armor on, the rubies, and it really feels like it's being showcased.
It's kind of like I think I can see where you come from, because obviously I think the illusion that we get is the frame. So like you got the gold trim that's kind of circular, and then the lights are kind of reflecting out and outwards. What I get from this is kind of like a fashion catwalk, but for like pets, I think. So like they would stand there, and then obviously the lights are shining at the pet and highlighting, you know, the pet and its fashion and stuff like that. Venari is definitely one of my favorite pets. I don't know if do we have a Venari skin or something like? I think we have the actual skills for that. But yeah, I mean, sorry, I'm completely lost my train of thought. But I think this is a really cool concept, because we don't, well, at least for me, I don't really see a lot of work regarding around companions. It's either scenery now, it's warframes, it's, you know, very cinematic, and I think that people bring in attention to your companions and weapons and stuff, because that's in Warframe 2. I think it's a really good thing. Shem says the Moonlight Kavat skin for Kitty Bros. Yes, I think that's the one I'm thinking of. Rahan, it's cool, but Vika broke Warframe Katsumi. After that, I can't unsee. Don't worry, Rahan. Rumi says Pet Walk.
Yeah, this looks really good.
I think it's really, really good. I think Melee Prowse has done a really, really good job. Question for you though.
Oh yeah,
Uday. Are
killed
you
it.
a Kavat person or are you a Kubra person?
Oh, definitely Kavat. So like, personally, like real life, I'm a dog person, but just in terms of like aesthetics in game, and also functionality, big Kavat all the way.
Right. So we are definitely on the same track here. I love Kubras, but one thing that I've always spoke about on streams is, for me, the Smita Kavat is so useful. So you can get
Oh, absolutely.
you can get loot, you can get crit, all that stuff. And part of me wants to use Kubra. So if there was a Kubra version, I would probably be using Kubra 90% of the time because I love the way that the Kubras look. I think with what you guys are doing and what you've said on Primetime, Devstream, that you're doing, I think, attention to the fairs and stuff. I think you should, or something like that. I think Kubras, in that respect, you know, they deserve the love. When I first started Warframe, that's all we could really have other than Sentinels. And then obviously you brought in Kavats later. And for me, like, I've got some really, really cool Kubras, but then I'm thinking, how much loot am I losing if I switch from a Kavat? And, you know, I feel like if there was something to balance, and then have the choice of maybe had a Kubra breed that offers the same thing as a Kavat or something, you know, I think that would be really, really good. Or, I know we are changing, or D's changing, the Smita, I think Pablo spoke about, so
Yeah, I
might
think I
be
was from,
going
like 2 or 3 death games ago.
Yeah, so I might be going over to Cooper anyways, so yeah. I don't know.
I've actually recently switched over to some Sentinels. I think I started going to Nautilus because like that grouping ability is really nice. Like also because like I don't need as many resources as I used to. So like Smita, like while resources are nice, like I don't always need it anymore. And so it's kind of nice to have other viable companions, Sentinels and other Kabats.
I definitely agree. I definitely agree. There are some really, really useful Sentinels. See, one of the changes that you guys did years and years and years ago, I had the same problem. So, I don't know if you remember, but years ago when Carrier was a thing, the Carrier mod vacuum was locked to it. So I found that, I think it was locked to it if I remember correctly. And I had the same issue because I was like, either that was playing Warframe wrong at that point. But yeah, and then obviously when you made that universal, and then it was like, put the mod on, and then I could just go and play loads of different Sentinels. It opened the well for me for Warframe. So there is some really, really good Sentinels. So is the Nautilus, I think, your favorite one so far? You said?
I think it's just because it's like kind of meta too, and like I hear a lot of creators talking about using Nautilus and how it's kind of like, well, initially when the first that rework with companions came out, everybody was talking about Nautilus, and yeah, I'll give it a go. And yeah, I really like that grouping ability, and like I know there was other changes to other Sentinels too. I think it was, I don't remember, maybe Helios, I think, maybe. I don't quite remember, but like I think that's another one that's going to be on my bucket list to try out. And Nautilus so far is just what does it for me because of that grouping ability again.
Yeah, so Helios is really, really good, I think, for scanning enemies, so you don't have to keep getting out your codex scanner and just go around scanning everything.
Right.
So there is some really, really useful kit in game. But yeah, Melee Prowess, thank you so much for your submission. I thank you for bringing the light to companions. I hope you make this into a series. Maybe try and work with your Sentinels or Kubras, more Kavat stuff, because again, I think they do deserve the light shining on them, because they do accompany us on missions and they are there to greet us after we've just gone on a complete raid. So thank you for bringing light to companions. The next person that we have is NP161. There isn't a title to this, but this is the different Wisp helmets, I believe.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was watching NP do this. Yeah, he's
The color schemes. Yeah, the color scheme matches the helmets so well. It's insane. Like when I see the top right, I kind of think of like a little like Stynex vibes, like the kind of orangey vibe, if that makes sense. Top left, like it just makes sense. It's blue. bottom right, like I even have my Whistles purple too when I use that helmets, and the middle one red. Everything just matches so well.
I was gonna say, like, I don't know why, but with the purple, it kind of fits. When you was talking about all the different colours and how they match, I was looking at the bottom right and thinking, why does purple seem so witchy? Because obviously I think that's a witch
Yeah.
helmet.
Right.
Yeah, and the blue is kind of. I look at that helmet, I'm thinking knowledge, and I think with knowledge, I think it's linked with like blues and stuff like that, calming colours and stuff. Red, or pink going into red, I associate with like rage, and I think that's definitely one of the more rageful helmets for Wisp.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and then
I kind of looked at it and like, cause I saw the little pink, I thought it was more kind of like warm and like kind of like love, wholesome kind of thing. But rage does make sense. I feel like if it was a bit more red compared to pink, I could definitely see that.
do you know what? That's probably my nerves. That's probably how I feel right now. Like, rage is feeling rage. But no, I can definitely see it. Like I said, it's like it is like a soft pink. I think for me, when I was looking at the bottom of the glows, I think I'm looking it kind of like edging to red. I don't know. But now that you've said that, it makes sense. But then when I was talking about anger and stuff, I'm thinking, wait a minute, why does top right kind of remind me of war? You know, like with the orangey and the flames and stuff, and it's kind of got like some of the styling. Actually, got like the curved helmet, kind of like a Spartan or something. So I guess that kind of makes sense. Wispy love in the center, witchy love bottom right, the knowledgeable wisp top left. What would bottom left be?
That one I had to think about a little bit. It's giving me like kind of fall, not Halloween, but like fall, October, like pumpkins. I don't know. That's all I can think of really, but like it matches very well. It's just like in terms of a theme, all I can really think of is like the fall season. Leaves are kind of turning orange, and I guess pumpkins.
MP is in the chat. MP, do you agree with what Uday and I are saying? I know Medusa's asked, saying I wouldn't mind seeing a whole series of this with different Warframes. I have to agree, but he's straight like, nope. To be honest, I was in Discord with MP when he was doing this. We had a little bit of a Discord thing in the Discord that we're in the Pantheon Nation one, and he was sharing his screen, and I was watching him distort all the shapes, getting the right shape, and to be honest, like, I'm like, how the hell are you even doing this? Like, I wouldn't even know where to start. So NP, I know this took you quite a, I say quite a while. I know he was doing it in the Discord call that we was in, but please consider doing a series of this with different Warframes, because I think.
Oh yeah.
I think it'll be
100% agree. I think it'd be a really good series.
NP says, I'm not sure what you guys said. So, I think Uday and I agree that bottom right wisp is like, obviously the purple's like for witchy feel. Top right wisp is kind of like the war feel, so kind of like a Steinax. The center wisp, Uday has said that it's giving like love vibes and calm. Top left, I think we're in agreement of knowledge and again calming blues. And bottom left, Uday has said pumpkins, like fall, Halloween and stuff like that.
For that middle one, actually, now that I think about it, because I know you said it was kind of like anger and rage earlier. Now that I'm looking at it again, I can kind of see like love is rage kind of vibe to it.
The lovers, don't mess with Wisp, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. Just don't. MP said, "Oh, I didn't think about that. I just picked 5 helmets and 5 colours. That's as much thought as I had." Well,
wow.
Do you know what? It must be.
Artist intuitivity.
Yeah, I think
He just knows what's up.
It's a subconscious thing, you know. If someone works with colours and poses and frames, it might just become second nature. And you don't even think about it. I think that kind of makes sense. And just go with the flow. Yeah. MP, whatever you've gone with, whether it's gut feeling, instinct, whatever, you've definitely pulled it off. This is a really good piece. This is definitely desktop worthy for me. PC desktop worthy. It looks so good. Imagine if you could put this in like maybe an app or something where it animates your image, and each of these colors like kind of like glow, like a real nice glow. I think
that'd be so cool.
I think that
I can already picture.
Yeah, or either that.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Either that, or maybe certain parts of the image, like part of their lighting, light glows. So if it's not the frame, it's the lighting inside the frame, the wall frame or something. If you could do that, I think that'd look really, really good. The colouring on this is definitely really good.
I can already picture on like that top right image, kind of like lights kind of coming down, or ashes in the background, kind of like from War almost.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. So MP says, I did have the thought, but then thought, no, so what are you responding to? Not even a version of Limbo? Oh. I found out when I was in the call with MP that his Warframe content creator glyph and logo is Limbo but without his hat. And I didn't even realise what Limbo looks without his hat, and MP was like, 1 minute, I'll be Limbo, and I'll show you. And my god, Limbo without his hat looks really, really cool. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but yeah.
Yeah, I have seen MP's glyph. I didn't realize those Limbo without the hat. That definitely puts perspective on things. That's really cool.
It is. It really is, and it changed my life that day because I'm now looking at Limbo in a different light. So I'm like, yo, that's what he looks like without a hat. But no, MP. I want to thank. No one realizes that it's Limbo because I think the reason why people don't realize it's Limbo, when you think of Limbo, correct me if I'm wrong, Uday, you think of Limbo with his hat and all. I sometimes forget that he can take his hat off in animation.
Wait, you can take his hat off?
Yeah, he has an animation where he takes his hat off.
I didn't know that. I didn't even know that. I don't play Limbo much, obviously.
Listen, I don't, so don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
Sorry, did I say I don't play Limbo much? Yeah, I know Limbo's supposed to be like the most popular frame in the game, like #1 most played.
I have to say, I'm so glad you guys changed him a little bit because he was such a troll for him. He really was.
Yep.
He really was. The amount of times I've been in a game and someone's like put me in the rift or something. I'm so glad you added the thing where you can roll and get out of it because yeah, that wasn't fun. Oh my word! Why are these enemies not dying? Oh wait, I'm in the rift. It says his hat flaps or is removed for most of his animations. Actually, floats. So his hat floats or is removed for most of his animations. Alright, that's pretty cool. Limbo secretly is Michael Jackson. Is that confirmed, the Juicer? Is that confirmed? Come on now.
Is that canon?
Is that canon? Yeah, is that it? My Limbo boy is in closet. Yeah, I think we've got a bit of diverse players in the stream, which is pretty cool. So MP, thank you for everything you do in the community, and again for this amazing piece. I don't know how long it took you overall, but by all means, feel free to tell us in chat. And I really do hope we get to see a series of this with different Warframes. Even if you mix it up a little and have different skins in different frames and mess around with colours, it's definitely something that I think you need to take another thought on because this is just incredible. And yeah, thank you for your feature. I don't know if you want to add anything new there before we move on.
No, I think we said everything we could say about this really beautiful piece. We can move on to the next one.
Okay, thank you. So the next person that we have is Night Mist with Daggeth with the hair.
Oh, with the hair.
With the hair, yeah.
Another
yeah.
Sorry, what's that?
I was gonna say you're gonna hate me, but every time I see Daggeth, I think of a cycling helmet.
Oh. Oh, I can't unsee it anymore.
Yes!
I can't unsee it.
Yes!
Oh shit.
Yes.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah. Everyone's gonna hate me.
Wait.
Yes.
It's a cycling helmet.
It's just.
Well, I'm gonna quickly Google Daga, just quickly see what he looks like. Daga.
The face is really cool.
Oh, but then with the helmet on, oh, it does look like a bike helmet. It's like the bike helmet from Tron. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that movie. It's like that. Oh, wait, is it Tron? Am I thinking of the right movie? It's like the motorcycle thing. Yeah, Tron, where they had like the helmet that covers your entire face.
Yeah, I think I ain't seen it, but I think I know what you're on about because when I search for like helmets and stuff, and some of the Tron stuff come up as well, so I can sort of see that. I think Night Mist has done a really good job, and to add the face in.
Oh yeah.
When you guys brought out Daggett, and you brought out the lab as well, I love how you've kind of had their face in the lab, in the dojo labs, and it's easy to picture what she would have looked like whole. And I think that Night Mist has respectfully honoured that and tried to make Daggett whole, especially like the story behind Daggett as well.
Yeah.
And I think this looks really cool. What I think is really good as well is the colour choice for this, like spectral green.
Oh, definitely.
So
Again, I'm a big fan of fan art. I love to see things, you know, created originally.
yeah,
Big fan of all fan art. Absolutely love it. Again, spectral green, the kind of like fading, like kind of mystique kind of color, really matches the vibe.
so yeah, this was posted in Discord. I actually posted because there was two. We are going to see the second one. It wasn't Daggett, but we are going to, when we go to the Discord section, we are going to see the second submission. But I'm just going to double check. So Night Mist says, I love both of these, but I'm curious to see which one you all like better. So the first one is Daggett Wear, the second one is You Are Not Ready for Desert Night. So you guys will see that when we go into Discord later on. To be honest, I really hope that, I don't know if it's possible, but maybe consider having a skin down the line. I don't know if Tenogen artists can make this, but because I don't know how it works, like how Tenogen, what artists are allowed to do in regards to Tenogen, if it's just a frame or if they're allowed to add things on. But I think it'll be really cool that maybe in the future, if Tenogen artists are allowed to add maybe a face version, or if it has to constantly have like nothing there. But either way, I think Night Mist has definitely done a really good job to show us what Daggett maybe would have looked like with a face, and what her hair would possibly look like as well.
That would be very interesting. I'd love to see that.
Rohan says, well, there he goes again. Beck ruining Daggett to DEU Day now. Do you know what? Like, I'm gonna show you something that I made after stream. I'm gonna send it to you, and I guarantee you're probably gonna send it to people that love Daggett, or people like, are like, hey, I can't unsee this, so you're now not gonna unsee this, so don't worry. I've shown this for you. I've said this to you, so I'm gonna just solidify this every time you see Daggett. It's gonna pop in your head, so don't worry, I'll help you out. Rohan knows what I'm talking about. Uday's like, but he'll get. No, but I think Night Mist has done really well. I think we was talking about like fan art and stuff before, and like again, like I can't even think how long this took or the process behind it, but it's very inspirational and it's give us a glimpse to maybe what Daggett would look like. I don't know if there's anything that you'd want to add with it.
Yeah, I think you mentioned everything I would have wanted to talk about.
Okay, so Night Mist, thank you so much for your submission. We are going to be going into Discord very shortly, and we're probably going to see your second submission as well. So thank you for everything that you do in the communities. And again, gracing us with a face, a Daggett with a face, is really well done. The next person that we have is first time feature Ocelot Revolver. Titled is First Time Trying This Capture Area.
Whoa. I think I gotta open this one in Discord. I can't really see it too well.
So I think that one is closer top. I've just realised my file
there we go.
system organises things by alphabet, not by after it. So
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm like, we're not really going in order, are we?
no, yeah, it's my fault. I've just realised because I've named people other than submission 1, 2, 3, so it's all over the place. So I do apologise.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, this is interesting. I think he's like shooting at targets. The background's really cool. I don't even know if I recognize the background. Where is this?
I think it's where you get Protea. I could be wrong.
Oh, yeah, it could be.
So he's done text. So that's something I haven't done with Captura yet, is text. And the top one says those who are lost to the void, and underneath it's there are those still fighting. I think that's interesting because obviously with the story, I think with Parvos and stuff, and again I don't want to go into too much for people that may be new to Warframe or not got there yet. But we have seen that through Warframe's story. Again, a recurring person is Vor, that if you are killed, doesn't necessarily mean you're killed. So, you know, it could mean that. It could mean for those that are lost to the void and those that are still fighting. So, again, I'd like a little bit of clarity in that source slot if you are watching this, or if you watch the catch-up. Just give us a little bit of insight to this, because it is a very interesting capture, and let us know what you thought about the capture experience. I don't know what you want to say about this, Uday, but I think the scene is really, really cool.
Yeah, I do really like the scene. It's very unique. I've never seen a capture like this. This is actually the first time for myself also seeing the text too. I didn't even know you could add text to capture scenes like that.
Yeah, I'm new to Capture myself, and there is a text option. It's all at the bottom, but for me, the biggest challenge for me is definitely lighting. And I think that for someone that has just started doing Capture, I think that Ocelot's just gone in and was like, right, okay, what can we do? And you can tell they are getting really stuck in, they're messing with the text, they're doing poses, they've got the Sentinel there, the fashion's on point, and I think it's really, really cool. So someone has said, for someone who has started, it doesn't look too bad in my opinion. Medusa says the name of the scene is Grenham Void. And Vika says first time Captura, not bad.
Yeah.
Have you done Captura, Uday?
Yeah, so I don't do much capture myself, but I have done a few collab with other creators. I've done one with Light Mick or Dark Mick, with Freddy Caps, Melee Prowess, and Rickens. Yeah, they're all really good at what they do. It was fun though, just because like I don't mess around with capture too much on my own, but then having to collab with these artists, kind of learn how to do capture was very fun.
Yeah, I'm the same. So I've just started doing Capture myself, and it's a new thing which I'm also learning. And there is, when you're new and you look at all the settings and stuff that you can do, from all the different scenes to the freeway lighting, that's going to be the biggest challenge for me. It is almost like a game within a game, like, you know, with stuff that you can sort of mess around with and play with, and then just pull out some amazing stuff. And then the learning process, like Warframe for me, just when you think you've learned everything that there is to learn, it always throws something at you to learn again.
Yep.
And I think that's the same for every person that plays. And again, from dojo decorating to Captura, even those that are delving into fan art, or like we've seen with Warframe concepts, the community are just so wholesome. They help one another, just getting involved, and for me at least, the Warframe community is unlike any other community that I've had involvement in, and you should definitely be very, very proud. Medusa Capture says, definitely recommend new Capture people looking into the guides you can find online for a rundown on the setting and what's possible. Rumia says, Capture is insanity. I have so much respect for you guys and the amount of work that goes into making these submissions. Okay, so I don't know if there's anything that you'd like to add, Uday?
No, I think we can move on to the next piece.
Okay. The next, so Ocelot, before I move on, thank you so much for your submission. Welcome to community. I know you're new here with us, and hope you're enjoying your stay with us. And I am looking forward to seeing what you experiment with and do in Captura. We hope to see you again in a future showcase. The next person that we have is Aussie2731. This was a Twitter submission.
Oh wow.
I'm going to see. I'm not going to say anything, guys. Don't say anything in chat. I'm going to see if Uday realizes the connection here.
Does this have anything to do with Nyx's lore? Because I do not know Nyx's lore.
Okay, so I've come across Ozzy on Twitter, and the first shot that I was introduced to was, like Medusa said, it's a mirror image. So we have Warframe at this side, and on the opposite side is Dark Scepter. Warframe the Dark Scepter you guys did.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So the last image that Ozzy did, the Dark Sector image was on this side, which is where this Nyx is, the Warframe Nyx is, and then the opposite side was the Warframe Excalibur looking towards us. So I think at the minute Ozzy's doing a tribute to both Warframe and Dark Sector, but using a mirror system.
Yeah, this is really, really cool. I really like the whole like looking at mirrors and like different perspective kind of like art style. Yeah, I really like this, and like I don't know how do you even pull that off, like with two images? Do you have to like edit that, or is it some kind of like capture a secrets?
Anyone that might have an idea, let us know in chat. But you know what's really good about Ozzy's scene choice with this? It's in Deviri. I believe that's
Yeah.
I believe that's in Deviri, and the whole paradox storyline. So to me that adds another depth, another meaning to it, and I think that's another example of when a capture or an art piece is well thought out.
Yep. Yeah, I really like this piece. I love pieces that have perspective like this and like two different sides.
Yeah. Medusa says it's editing and it's Teshin KFC mirror. Vika says, this reminds me of a meme where a kitten looks in the mirror and sees a lion.
It does actually, yeah.
Dark Sector for me was one of the Digital Extreme games which introduced me to your company, and for me it resonates, and I've spoken about Dark Sector quite a bit through my streams, and I know it resonates a lot with the players that watch the streams. And I think what's really telling about Warframe's success is the way that you kind of handled yourselves with Dark Sector. Like on the 6x6 controller, there wasn't many companies that did the whole, if you tilt your controller, you can control the glaive and stuff like that, which I think was a new concept at the time. And I don't even want to know what even went into that to make that work. But again, with Warframe's journey and the way that you guys are headed, especially with Warframe 1999, by the way, so hyped for that, can't wait. I think a lot of people can't. I think this is the way that I see this, at least from not just a creator point of view, but a fan. I think that is where you was to where you are now, and it's definitely an inspiring story, at least. So, Shem says, "Oh, yeah." I don't know what that was. I don't know if that was what I was saying or Medusa captures. Vika can't ask, India. Even if Uday's no, we can't discuss. We can speculate, but you guys can speculate, but we can't discuss, unfortunately. Is there anything you want to say, Uday? I don't know if that is the default fashion for Nyx. I think it might be.
It could be. I think the blue might be added though, possibly. Not 100% sure. Yeah, I haven't used Nyx in a while either. I think Nyx is one of like the starter frames. But in terms of like this piece, I just love it. I don't even know how to really put it into words, because like I'm a really big fan of like this kind of art style where like the person is looking into the mirror and there's like a different self and kind of looking at each other, like whatever you call that. Yeah, I'm just a really big fan of that, and the whole connection with Dark Sector 2 is just an incredibly added touch.
I think it's parallel, isn't it, like a parallel universe sort of thing?
Yeah. And then you like on the light side of Nick, you got this kind of like vibrant blue lights, but then on the Dark Sector, or I guess the other parallel universe side, it's more like dark, and like while you have the same color scheme, it's just much darker.
So I'm gonna go on Nyx really quick, and I'm gonna switch to where default. That is default. So I've just switched.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Everything that you see here are both default. So my old Nyx, which isn't the Prime, I have got the Nemesis skin on there with nothing edited. So the mirror version and the Nyx version that we see here are just default colors. everything. So I think again that's kind of like a thing what you're saying. It's kind of parallel universe. They both got no changes, modifications. I think that'll be fairly interesting. I don't know how I'd react if I walked past a mirror and saw like a parallel self. Nick seems to be handling it quite well, to be honest. I don't know what you think, Uday.
Yeah, looked great.
Uday's like, well, I can't say it back. I can't remember what they said at Telecom, so okay, that's talking about that. So Ozzy, I'm interested to see what you do next. I have a sneaky suspicion maybe it would be Vault. I think Vault's got a Proto skin, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't think I've seen a Vault yet. So whatever Proto skins there is, really looking forward to seeing this series. So thank you for allowing us to feature. The next person that we have is Paladin KSAI. This was a Discord submission. If you go onto Discord, you will see there is a lot, and I mean a lot of different images. I had a very difficult choice. I was torn between the one I'm showing now or the one with the red, orangey, and blue contrast.
Red, orange. Oh yeah, that one's cool. I also like the one where they're holding the flame. Oh, and the shield one. I mean, they all look good.
Yeah.
They all look good.
Yeah, it is. So we do have a piece of writing to read. I think you can see that, Uday. So we have Champion of Glass. So deep in the hells on an ancient arena where souls of the damned fight for their freedom, one soul stands that refused her freedom. That soul showed no mercy and enjoyed the thrill of battle more than her own freedom. After many ages of constant fights, she became the champion of the Narn Hells. After many won fights, she was gifted and adorned in ebony and demon glass armor gifted by hellish emperor Lucifer himself. In his name, she showed no mercy to all of her opponents. Due to her service, she was given a name Violia? I hope I said that right. Meaning undefeated. Where have I gone? I've gone down too far. In ancient tongue of the hells, in the end, she earned a place as... I really need to just try. There we go. Sorry guys, my browser's kind of playing up. Right, okay, so due to her service... Excuse me. Due to her service, she was given a name meaning undefeated. In ancient tongue of the hells, in the end, she earned a place as a bodyguard of the emperors that she serves this very day. Okay, so I was kind of at the end, but my browser just wanted to go all the way down. I think that's a cool story, backstory. Definitely wouldn't like to face off against Gara. I believe that's Gara with the glass.
Oh, I would have. See, I thought it was Thanax because of the spear and shield, but Gara does make sense too. Like I can't see it being a Gara.
I think
because the model doesn't look like Thanax; it's just the spear and shield.
Yeah, I think that is Gara Prime. Yeah, Gara.
Because of the glass, right? Yeah. No, I really like this piece. Again, red's my favorite color, so of course I'm gonna like it. I love the contrast between the black and kind of orangey red colors. Mm-hmm. Little known fact, orange is actually my least favorite color, but in this context, I really like it.
I think it's a really good capture. Again, I think all the stuff that you've just highlighted, I definitely agree with. It's throwing me off. It's really throwing me off seeing Starnax's shield on this.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, at first when I was going through this, I was like, Champion of Glass? Like, but this is a Starnax? And then when I went through again to feature just now, I've just realised it's Gara, and that's why I've gone on Warframe to double check. Medusa Capture says, Unhowl's chamber scene for the win. I used, in brackets, abused this so much. Is that what this is?
Yeah, I was wondering how they got that background effect.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
I think that is what it is. I think you can definitely see more of that on the second image, from the one that I'm currently featuring.
Oh yeah.
If you can definitely sort of make up the scene out. But what's throwing me is, again, if anyone capture artists or people that mess around with the fashions, how do you get this? Is this edited or no? Because I am not entirely sure how you can get a spear and shield with this. Because unless that's Steinax's animation, but then I don't know if that makes any sense. Here's where Medusa comes in, and she's like, actually, Vec, if you equip Steinax's spear gun, bingo, Vec. Oh, is that what it is? It's Steinax's animation? Is that what that does?
Really? And so it brings out the spear and shield too.
Do you know what? Like, if that's the case, that is going to be such a game changer.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It is. Medusa said
Like
it
some
is.
like capture of secrets.
I am just amazed at this, honestly.
You're just exposing all the secrets today.
One second. Sorry about that, guys. So, Medusa says, they smack the shield with a spear, like show off. Shem says, when you have the gun spear equipped. So, it has to be the gun spear, I'm presuming?
Oh.
So, do you have to have the gun spear equipped, and then it does the shield? Or does it also have to be the Steinax animation as well? Because I am actually curious, because you could actually play around with this on many Warframes. So, gun spear and Steinax idle. That's how you get that. That's really interesting.
Awesome.
I'm actually after this, sometime this weekend, I'm gonna mess around with that. I think and see, and basically see what I can do with different Warframes, because that is really cool.
Oh yeah.
Someone just says put Steinax animation on the frame you want and equip spear gun. Okay. Question to you, Uday. What do you think, Warframe wise? What do you think would look really good with a spear and shield?
Like what Warframe would look good with a spear and shield?
Yeah. So if you was taking a capturer, for instance, and you was going to do something like this, what Paladin's done, what would be your Warframe choice to show, maybe like with a spear and shield?
That's a really good question, just because like this is the first time I've seen the shield and spear on a Warframe that's not Steinax, and I wouldn't have imagined that like any Warframe would have looked good with a shield and spear, but Gara absolutely killed it in this piece, and so like now I'm trying to think like, okay, well, originally I thought nothing would work with a spear and shield, but now like seeing this, I'm not 100% sure. There's nothing that comes in the top of my head. I think it's something I might have to like sit and think about a little bit.
Same here. I mean, my thought as an Excal main is going Excal, but of course Excal's a Blade Master.
Of course.
Don't know how he'd look with a spear and shield.
Yeah, I changed my mind. Actually, I think it looked the greatest on Excal Prime.
Oh, you there. You there, not you too. Oh my god, I feel like a Brutus moment right there. Can't believe you said that. You there just rubbing in salt. That's it.
Got a season, yeah, a little bit.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like, again, like to the topic of Paladin and that, I'm just gonna bypass the Excal comment. By the way, I'm just gonna move it away. I feel like I don't know. I'm in the same boat as you, because I wouldn't even think a shield and spear would look this good on a Gara Pram, but because of her glass and the way that she almost has like a samurai look with the way that the glass falls, I think that's adding to the whole, like I said, the samurai thing, and with a touch of Spartan, I guess, and it just looks so good, I think. Rykens is taking notes, apparently, according to Matt and Banshee. So, Paladin, I want to thank you for your submissions. It was a really difficult decision to pick which one, and we're going to revisit all your submissions when we go to Discord. So thank you for everything you do in the community, and looking forward to seeing what you submit for the next feature. Next person that we have is first time feature, and off Twitter, Petty. You'll like this, you do.
Oh my god. I'm speechless.
Yep. Oh yeah.
What?
Yep.
Damn.
I am lost for words.
I don't even know what to say. This is amazing. Damn, this is amazing. Oh my god.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and find this piece on Twitter really, really quickly, and hopefully, let me scroll down because I've got quite a few responses. Because I think there was some writing, and I want to make sure that I get it. Okay, so here we go. So Petty says, "Can't wait for update Warframe 1999. Everything about this update makes my brain tickle, or tick. I gave this fan art a lot of effort as an appreciation for the artistic choices that Dee took with Liger, I think. I enjoy painting it a lot. So I think this is an actual painting.
This is painted.
I think
Wow.
this is painted.
That's talent right there.
Would
I was
you
gonna
like me
say
to-
like.
Actually, I'm gonna go and forward you the link so you can see in real time. There you go. That's a link to the work. And if we scroll down to the comments, I
Wow.
believe Megan. Yes, Megan's.
Oh,
commented
the sketches
wow.
too.
Mm-hmm. And if we
Wow,
scroll
that's
down
amazing.
a little bit, Petty says, "We'll be sharing my artistic choices for this post soon." And then there's also some sketches. So for you guys that are wondering what's going on, really, really quickly, I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see my Twitter really, really quickly. So let me go on here and here. There we go. So hopefully you'll be able to see that. So this is the post. If you want to follow, this is Petty's at. By all means, feel free. And then if we scroll down, look at the detail in this. Like,
it's crazy.
Right? Like, would you say
Just
that's,
have painted that too?
like, that's actually painted like traditional painting? Do you reckon? It looks like it to me.
I mean, that's what it looks like to me too. Yeah, because like you can't. I don't know if you can even create this with digital art. I don't know.
So this is the sketches.
I mean, I'm not an artist, of course. Well, I think on the Twitter post, they mentioned I enjoyed painting it a lot, so I'd assume it's like a real painting.
I'm the same, but look at the sketches. Like, look at this.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And like, I'm really interested about the logo because we've got the Warframe 1999 logo there. So I don't know if that's something that because it's pretty much in every same location. Look in the top left, and then it looks like they've sketched over.
Damn.
Like, to get from
Like
this concept to this, like.
Right? And like all the details in the hair too, the lighting, like it's so detailed. It's crazy.
I actually want this for my wall. Like.
I think I do too. This is like a legit painting that you would go to a store. You go to an art store, you would look around, and you would see this painting on like a showcase display.
So Frey says we can make brushes that mimic traditional media, but it's definitely digital.
Oh really?
So Link the Tenor also says you can paint digitally as well, not only traditional.
Oh wow.
Shem says I think they may have done storyboarding before. Just Scotch says instant follow so good. And Frey says it's digital painting. I mean, wow. Wow. Welcome to the stream, Night Mist. Welcome. It's incredible.
That's crazy.
Like, if this is digital, like, that has fooled me. I would have said that is an actual painting.
Yep. I agree.
Like, if we didn't have some of the experienced fan artists here, like, I would not have known the difference.
Yeah.
Look, it almost looks like they've got strokes of brushes here. Like.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. You can kind of see like the stroke kind of type, and like it gives me the characteristics of like a real painting.
That is just like look at the way that it looks like it's brush strokes. Like, my brain is not processing this as digital art. Uday, help me. It's just not.
I mean, even in general, it's like with the physical painting, it feels so surreal when I look at it, especially for like pieces like this that are so detailed. It's like I can't imagine a paintbrush and paints creating something that looks that detailed.
It's just incredible, yeah. Like I said, if you scroll down, we've seen Megan seen it and said wow, and it's just mind blowing to me. Like, I mean, I think I can see what Shem's saying about storyboards. I can sort of see that here. Like, these look like different scenes, so I'm interested to see if they do more, like different scenes, but you know, this is just feeding my hype for Warframe 1999. You know, and again, like looking at this, and even the details like the bodies behind, like the infested machines and stuff. I think we've got the window there, which I think in the reveal, when you went into the computer room, I think that's what that's supposed to be, maybe.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see hints, or you know, that this is definitely inspired by obviously the reveal. And the balloons, I think they're balloons. I think.
Yep, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was in the reveal too, like right after the 1999 party.
Yeah. Yeah. And just the little ammo pouches. The ammo pouches. And then that's just so good. And the scar work as well looks really, really good. It's just so detailed. So I think for a first time feature, like for this person, like if this is what they can do, then like I said, I'll follow them. So if anyone wants to follow this person, this is the Twitter, so feel free. I really hope we see more of this. I really, really, really do, because it's just incredible.
Yeah, it's absolutely stunning. Like those sketches, I would say, they really remind me of like, I don't want to say comic sketches, just because like, I feel like anime, or sorry, manga has like a very distinct style, and it's like very detailed, and even though it's like a cartoon style, it's also giving me kind of like a manga style a little bit with the detail.
Yeah, I totally get that, and like I said, it's just, I know my stream doesn't really give it justice in terms of the quality and stuff, so I definitely recommend everyone going and having a look for themselves. Everything that Uday is saying and what I've said, it's just a really, really incredible piece. I told you we've got some fan art today, Uday. I told you.
Oh yeah.
So congratulations to the first time feature, Petty. Really hope to see more from you in the future, and seriously, what a piece, what a piece. The next person that we have is Purple. So this one is in Discord. So we're gonna go.
Oh, that's nice.
Purple's gone through a little bit of grief lately. She's going through a little bit, and this is her being creative and expressing. So she actually posted 2 images. One of them has some writing on, which we're going to see when we go back and revisit Discord. And she said, I did this yesterday after replaying Sacrifice again and thinking about last week. I always play the quest when I feel down. It gives me a kind of comforting feeling. And then I have combined my thoughts with Umbra. It's sad art, but I think it deserves a spot between all the other arts. And she's put a bandaged heart. I think Umbra's story is one of...
Very sad.
It is. But then at the end of the story, I think that is a sign of when you get through, you know, the worst of it, and then things start to get better. And I think Purple's correct. You know, when something happens or you're feeling down, just try and be creative. It really, really helps. In regards to this image, that to me speaks 1,000 words. It really does. So Purple, if you want to, I know you're in chat. If you want to tell us a little bit about this, how long it took, and what your process was, and a little bit about this, you're more than welcome. So Uday, what do you take from this?
I don't really know how to describe it. It's more so like you see the piece and it's you get a feeling of it. It's not like yeah, I can't put it into words. It's just like a feeling you get from looking at it, and I think everybody has experienced that kind of feeling before, and to kind of put it out physically, and that's the beauty of art, right? Like you can see a piece and it gives you certain emotions, and yeah, it's just it really portrays an emotion, but like visually.
When I saw this, I could connect with it on a Warframe level, like Purple said about the quest, and Umbra's torment and pain. And then I could also connect with it on a personal level. Like you said, it's a feeling that we've all most likely felt. And I have seen pieces that have been submitted that are expressing emotion, and I've said before, and I stand by and say it now, it really speaks talents of the artist when they are able to not just capture an image, but the emotion attached to it, and then also the person that's viewing said image and consuming it also gets a sense of that emotion. Purple says, I'm really sad at the last day, so I really like to play around with rain in the plane scene, and it gives the sad feeling away from my head, so yeah, that's totally understandable, Purple.
Yeah.
Price says, I feel like many people can connect to this piece. Silent Hero says, he really knows how to make good storytelling in quests. It's amazing.
Oh yeah.
It reflects my own self a lot as well. Price, she captured the emotion extremely well. Viker, I can feel the sadness through it. It is a really, really good, powerful piece. And
Oh yeah.
the fashion, like you said, just the way that Umbra's, I think, knelt, just looking into the distance, maybe looking for a glimmer of light. And at the minute it's nothing but clouds and rain, I think adds to it. But just remember, guys, I will say this to try and bring us up a little, that it's not always raining cloudy forever. And Purple, you are part of our community. I know you're part of many communities with Warframe as well. You are very much loved, and we are all here for you. Just remember that, and in your hardest times, just know that you can reach out to any of us and we'll help with any way that we can. Like I said, we'll revisit the second image with the text when we come back to it. I don't know if there's anything you want to add, Uday?
No, it's really tough to describe something that's like more emotional. You just kind of feel it, right?
Yeah. Purple, thank you so much for your submission. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you for everything that you do in the community, and just remember, we all love you. You know, you're part of us, you're part of the Warframe community, and if you ever need anything, you can always reach out to me, and I know there's others you can reach out to too as well. Thank you for your submission and opening up and allowing us to share your journey at the moment. The next person that we have is from Twitter, and please welcome Rallin. So I'm going to try and find this. I think.
Whoa.
I need to go into my responses. Give me a second, because I'll send you the link as well so you can see this. Because I know my stream quality at the minute, and obviously the image is really small, so I'm going to try and find this for you. But from what I remember, the thing was, there we go. Right, okay, so copy. So the comment or the quote is, what comes after Warframe 1999? Warframe Y2K. Y2K, yep.
I really like it's giving me that like kind of like that kawaii kind of like Japanese vibe, and like almost like a Japanese commercial or like a flyer, something that like just feels really authentic there. I can't put my finger on it because like I've seen like this kind of art style. I just can't distinctly remember where, but like it's kind of like that kawaii Japanese kind of vibe, and I really like it.
Yeah, exactly, right? So I'll share this so you guys can see. So I think we've got some honourable mentions. So we've got With Textures from Texture Labs, and then Assets by Astral Project 77. But everything that Uday's just said, this is just so incredible. It's so vibrant, it's so fresh. The colours uplifting, the blues are calming, but then I love the polka dots. I love the polka dots and all this.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing too. I grew up in Taiwan, and like there's like big Asian culture too, and like those polka dots, like you see a lot in like snacks and advertisements, pop cans. It's really predominant. It's kind of seeing that almost like reminds me of that kind of like more Asian oriented culture, especially with like snack foods and kind of like comics and kind of kawaii kind of vibes, I guess.
Do you know, I've just realised at the top, the future has come.
Oh.
You see that?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, like everything you're saying about the snacks and stuff, I completely agree. Like you said, with the snacks and the Asian feel and vibe to this, we've got the writing on the left hand side. But I'm just looking at this. I believe this is Mag, I think.
Yeah, looks
I
like
think.
Mag.
But look
Hopefully.
at the Warframe. Look at the Warframe logo. Look how well it's
Yeah,
done.
yeah, it's crazy. I love the Rallyn Captura on the kind of helmet, like the earpiece. It's just so crisp and so clean. The shading on that is beautiful too.
It really, really, really is. Grim, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to stream. Welcome to community. And chat. I mean, the fonts. I love the star whooshing from Warframe. And almost like I know it's not, but the way that it's kind of going round, it reminds me of like the rings, like round planets, I guess.
Yeah.
Or like maybe a shooting star. And again, like you said about the Asian culture and stuff, like with these like stars, like the way that they are. I think it's clearly Rallyn knew what they wanted to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think for us as people that are looking at this image and experiencing this image, I remember like back in 1999. I know guys are going back a little bit. Like I'm 32 this year. Oh my god. I remember the whole thing of computer's gonna crash in 2000. In 1999, I'd have been, I think, 7, I think. And in all honesty, like with this, when it said the future has come, like there was so much like uncertainty and stuff around then, like when the year 2000 comes and it's doom and gloom. But with this image, I don't get that at all. With this image, like I said, the colours are very vibrant. I love the different shades of colours as well. We've got different colours of blues in here. It's not just one solid shade of one colour. I don't know if you picked up on the highlight around the Warframe as well. But we have that. We have, again, the highlights to show space. Like, so for example, on the helmet, we've got something coming over, and then we've got the space in between that's highlighted. It's not just left. There is so much to take in with this image. There really is. So what were we missing chat? Oh, Miss says it's called halftone. If I'm not mistaken, it's commonly used because it was an inexpensive way to add decoration. Thank you, Night Mist. Thank you. And then we have Viker. Great. Now we have more questions. And then Grim says it is also a way to add shadows back when dot matrix printers sucked. I do not remember those printers. Do you know what this person means? Because I don't know what those printers are.
So I don't know what that's referring to. I think I'm probably too young to know that too. But like it makes sense because I remember back in the day there was a lot of those kind of polka dots, like that style, especially growing up and like in snack foods and advertisements and stuff. So that makes sense. Definitely makes sense.
It's a really, really good image. I was a kid in the year 2000 around in the nearby forest. I wasn't in the So it says, halftone was a way of mixing colours and shading for old printers. Oh. We're learning something new there. We're learning something.
Yeah, we're learning a lot of new things today. Got some like Warframe Captura tricks, we're learning some stuff about art and digital art, now also about printers.
Right? I think this is a really, really, really good image. Rallyn, you've done a really, really good job. Fraser
Absolutely.
says, these days associated with comics and pop art. And then we've got Link saying, I use the dots a lot for backgrounds when I have no idea what to add in the background. So I'm presuming it's like a background filler. It's something that breaks it up, but it also doesn't look too distracting. Because when I look at this image, it kind of goes together. It doesn't.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't clash, you know. Shem says dot matrix printers PTSD.
PTSD.
Text on ear, is it edited or in game? I would say that is edited because I don't think there is anything that is Rallyn Captura in game. Because it says Rallyn Captura, so I presume that is edited. So, Rallyn, I want to thank you so much for your submission, allowing me to feature. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. We have, after this next one, we've got 2, 4, 5 left, and we're heading to Discord. And then we're going to ease into Q's and A's, and then I've got a little, if we have time, I hope we do, Uday, I hope I don't keep it too long. There is a little community challenge, and I want you to stab a guess as well if we have time. So please welcome to Community Showcase, Rykens. called Speedsters.
Oh, that's cool. Is that Gauss and Volt? Yeah, it's Gauss and Volt. That's
Yeah.
really, really cool.
Yeah,
I love
now-
the I like how I don't know if you can really see it, but like on the corners of the screen, especially the top left, there's like kind of little lines there, and it kind of portrays like, you know, the speed when you're going fast. And oh, the lighting is amazing. Yeah, no, the shadows. This is really nice. I really like this one. Ricken's absolutely killed it.
He's just incredible. So, for this moment, I have gone on to Twitter here, but before I do that, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna open up this, and I want you to join me today in the most pleasant experience you're probably going to have in regards to artwork. So this is a link. It should take you to Riken's image.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So guys, so you can see this. This is the image. There is a before and after. Yep, there is a before and after. And Uday, feel free to go the slider. So
That's crazy.
This is before, and the fun part is Rikens was streaming creating this. Rikens does show you how to do stuff like this on stream, and I was just
Is this all done from capture editing, or is this like
Yes.
external editing?
So, bit of both. From what I understand, there are numerous capturers in this, so it isn't just one capturer. It can range from anywhere between 10 to, I think the most Riken's ever done is 100 capturers in one piece.
Wow.
Rikens is in chat. So Rikens, how many capturers is in this? And roughly how long did it take you to do? Because I know you were streaming at the time, but obviously I was lurking a lot. I just love playing with a slider. Like,
I know, me too. I'm going back and forth right now like crazy.
like, look at the little detail. Right, okay, so when you go all the way to where it says after, like, look at the blue in the top left, and then just pull back the image, and then put it back.
Yeah.
It just, like, even the lightning on Volt, like,
Right?
I don't even know. I've watched.
This is next level stuff. This is some really like next level stuff for sure.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Riken
I think Ricken said this was 19 captures.
Yeah.
19 captures.
Took him an hour to
Only
make.
1 hour?
Yeah.
Only an hour?
He streamed it.
Holy. My
He
God.
streamed it. I am just. I've got no words. Every time that Riken submits work, I've had the honour and privilege of working with Rikens. He created the 10 Years of Warframe community showcase piece last year. He's done a tribute to my Umbra stuff, and he's a really approachable person. He literally, it doesn't take him long at all. So when I first met Rikens, I thought, my God, that this image must have taken a week. But he, like you said, he did this in an hour, and I'm like,
I can't believe that.
I wouldn't even have got like a capture done in an hour, you know? Like, and he does 18,
Yep.
19, and then does all the editing in an hour? In an hour?
It's crazy. Like I'm doing like the before right now, and it feels like Vault and Gauss don't really feel like they're even like touching the ground. It just feels like off, and then like as you slide it right, it just starts to blend right, and everything just like smoothens out and just feels so real.
So when I watch Rikens do this, obviously Gauss is added, so I think Rikens cuts out the warframes, put them on a scene, and then he starts to blend them into it. So I only noticed this because I saw him do it. But there's some times where I've pulled it back to where it's before, and the capturers just flow seamlessly, even if they're not edited. And then when you pull the after over, it's just like not just a cherry on the cake; it's a full like cherry tree on the cake. It's just like it's just so good. And with this one, I can tell, you know, like I said, only because I've seen the stream, that these were added onto the scene. But then it's not even that bad. But like you said, it's kind of like the floating. But then when you pull the editing over, like it just blends really well, and it's like the
Right? Yeah. The shadow too. Like the colors matching, everything's more vibrant, and then like that line of like kind of light rays on the top. I don't know how to describe that.
heavenly.
It just matches so well. Yeah.
Complete. It's so warm. Like I've not seen an image give off such. It's gonna sound really daft because image doesn't give off temperature, but I look at this and I feel warm. Like this will be a hot.
Oh yeah.
Almost. It's guys. I know it's gonna sound really weird, but I have been playing a little bit of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and it's Elysium vibes, like natural, like like with the gates and that, and the light coming through, and the sun on the top right. It's such a heavenly piece. I'm just seeing this. I'm like, where's the choir of angels? Where's the singing? Right, honestly. So many
I
nice
think this
words
could like be a legit like a painting or like a piece of art somewhere. I could see this a desktop background image. I can see this hung up on a wall. Like this is some next level stuff. This is crazy.
It's incredible.
And only in an hour too. Like, yeah, like holy shit. Like this is nuts.
We got a swear. We got a swear from Uday Rykens. You done good. You done. No, you're fine. It's okay. But no, it's. I don't think I can actually find the words to describe this, to be honest. But it's such a really, really good piece. I know that Rykens has done work for you guys before and stuff like that, and all I'm gonna say is it's very, very well deserved. Very well deserved. Whatever projects you guys do together, and I think Rykens, with the work that he puts in with his edits, sometimes it's like this is from Warframe, and then sometimes it's like, yo, is this Warframe? It's so good, like
right, yeah.
It's just so good, Rykens. You outdo yourself every single time. I don't think I've ever come across an image that you've done, work that you've done that's fell below the bar, never once. And the fact it's 19 captures in an hour, and this is a result of an hour. Okay, I'm gonna hang up my capture cape now. That's it. I'm done. No, it's really good. It's really, really good. Thank you so much. No, thank you, Rykens. Honestly, is there anything you want to add, Uday?
Nope. Still speechless. Everything. I think I given every compliment I possibly could. Damn, it's just speechless. Amazing.
Yeah, same here.
I'm not doing captures again.
Right? Yeah. Thanks, Rykens. Me and Uday was getting into the capture world, and now it's like, nope, you got it from here. You're right. You can handle it. But no. Thank you for everything that you do, Rykens, in the community. Again, like I've spoken about working with you and stuff. It's been an absolute honor. Keep doing what you're doing, and yeah, thank you so much for being part of the community, part of Warframe's community and the art community in general. You absolutely, I got no words. So thank you so much. The next person that we have is Shem. So this one's on Discord. Let me try because my PC's gonna do it. Okay, there we go. So this one's on Discord, and it is Beauty in the Eye of Beholders. So, if I go onto the server, because I need to have a look at where this is. I think it's near the top. If I remember correctly, it's near the top. I think? No, wait. No, it's at the bottom. I'm going the wrong way. I'm getting lost in my own Discord. There we go. So, Shem said, Beauty in the Eye of Beholders. Hawk, you do good work, but I need to nanoforge the shit. You, good sir, make ugly tools of what? Challenge 2. Gyra and Cetus. Vanilla capture 5 minutes from login to finish. So I think Shem is doing it himself a challenge. Shem, if you want to tell us what the challenge is, because I noticed you've been doing a little bit of a challenge series, but I'm not sure what is you doing. I'm not sure if it's like you said, you've given yourself a certain amount of time. Is it 5 minutes, 10 minutes to do an image? Like, and what's the story behind that? Part of a challenge producer's prompt. Alright, okay. Phantom says deciding source, I see. While we get a little bit of backstory, I think, from producer and Shem. What is your favourite saw, Uday? Do you have one? Do you have like a go-to?
Yeah, so my go-to used to be the dock ram. No, not the dock ram. Damn, it's the big slow one. I used it as a play contagion. Saw. It's the big heavy one. I totally forgot the name of it, but ever since Plague Star came out, I got the new kind of the rapier looking one that gives you the toxic bonus. That one's my favorite now.
Have you named any Zors sus names? You don't have to go into it if you don't want to,
Let me
but have you?
think. Yes, like borderline yes.
The reason-
I think I have one as magic stick, stat stick, and a little stick. That's as sus as it gets though. Pretty PG.
Okay. The reason why I ask is because I come across some old streams from years and years and years ago, and one of you guys was creating assets to show Zors, I think, and one of you guys named it Crumb Guzzler. So
No way.
yes,
That's
wait.
hilarious.
Yes.
That's
So
hilarious.
that's
Do you know
why
who
I
it was?
like,
I gotta like poke fun at whoever did that.
yeah,
Gotta start making fun
I'll
of them.
find you the video and I will send you it. It was hilarious. It broke. I think Reb. This was before I think she came creative director. She was the I think it was community manager, and she apparently you guys looked over this image loads of times and it's still passed. And someone pointed out on stream, and it's like, oh my god.
That's hilarious. Oh my god. I think
Yeah.
Freya said it was Reb, I'm guessing. I
Yeah.
can see that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's so funny.
I'm so tempted to just finally be done with it, make a fresh Zor and call it Excal Prime.
That's as close as you're gonna get.
That's unfortunately is closer than we get, yeah. Sad face. I think the image that Shem's done is interesting because we've seen it from top down. So it's almost like a deal between the two, like, you know, kind of barter sort of thing. Can you make me something? I don't know. I think it's definitely silent hero. Stop it. I think it's definitely an interesting piece. It's got a few talking points. There's a lot of NPCs that I go to on Cetus, and I think we all do from day to day in our Warframe shenanigans. There's just so many questions I'll ask you today, but do you have a favourite NPC in Cetus? While I'm
Ooh, in Cetus. That's tough. That's a tough question. I think it'd either have to be the Zaw person or the person that sells you the arcanes. Like, I want to say Konzu, but at the same time, it's like every time I go to see this, like I don't know if everybody else thinks this, but every time I go to see this, all I hear is Sola, and like at first I absolutely loved it, but then after hearing it like 100 times, it's like, oh, I can't anymore.
do you know what? If you was going to ask me, I'd turn around and say, do you know what, Konzu, because he always goes for early lunch, but he never...
Oh, right.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there is a lot of diverse, I think, interesting characters of Warframe, and I think if you go to one place enough, you just learn the voice lines, like you just said, like, oh my god. But I don't think I've... I don't know. Let's have a look. One real second. I just realised I missed a name in the chat. So Night Mist says, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Night Mist says, I named my first one the Yamato because I was doing a meme build with Zephyr. Oh, okay. But to be fair, I think for 5 minutes, I think this is a really cool image. Fashion looks pretty much on point, and I think it's definitely captured all of the wares available on Cetus. I don't know if you got anything to add, Uday, before we move on. I know I'm kind of like
No.
here and there. I'm just trying to so Shem, thank you so much.
Not at all. Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you, Shem, for your submission. Thank you for doing everything you do in the community. Greatly appreciate. And yeah, thank you so much for sharing this with us, your challenge. The next person that we have is the Doctor3314. So this one is in Discord, and I think I'm gonna find this one before I give you the wrong directions again, because I gave the wrong directions. I think this is like the first one at the top. It is. So this one is underneath Tour Phantom. Tour Phantom posted the artwork there for the previous week because I didn't see it was posted. But underneath that one, it was Rambo wishes it was this cool. That's the title of this.
That's really cool. I feel like you had to open the image to really capture like what it looks like. On the stream, it looks a little bit off, but no, that's really cool. I like how you can really see the beam come out of the weapon, and the kind of the particle, not the particle effects, but the kind of I don't know what you call it, but the kind of fire coming out the side of the gun. Like, you know, when you fire a gun, there's kind of like that little spark coming out the sides.
Yeah.
I really like that touch.
It's so Tour Phantom says, "Wait, is that an art gun? POV? I do not know."
Oh, it is actually. No, I think it is. He's holding it with two hands. I think that might be an art gun.
Yeah, I think it's a new one. I think it's one of the new ones that came out. The Mausolon? I cannot say that. God damn it.
Mausolon.
Yes. Thank you so much. Alright, so good.
That's so funny how you think the Mausolon is new, because the Mausolon is like the basic one for me. Because like when I started playing Warframe, like the Mausolon was the first art gun I got, and I think most players do get, like newer players at least in the past few years, do get the Mausolon as a starter art gun. But I know it wasn't always a thing.
Oh, okay. So I thought, ignore me then. I just got corrected by you there. I thought it was the one that.
No, not at all. I'm just saying that you're an old school player. You know what's up. You definitely played before the Mausolon was a thing.
All right, okay, I get what you're saying. I mean, I'm not saying any disrespect. It was just like, wait, have I just done something? Like, have I said just something wrong? Like, you know. But I think I know why, because I don't think I use it that much. I know what you said. And I think the first time I've used this is when I think I was ranking up my Necromancer like maybe a few months ago. So I think what you're saying definitely does check out. I haven't paid it much attention. But yeah, I think this is a really cool image, and I think everything that you've said, you know, about the beam and the sparks and stuff is definitely on point. Chat, I think this is the charge shot. The title, yeah, the title is Rambo Wish He Was This Cool. Vec is old indeed. Thanks, Rohan. Yay. Do we know what scene this is, Uday? Do we know what? I'm not gonna get told off by stream.
I don't actually. That's like I would have guessed it's the Parvo Scranum thing where you get Protea, but then there's that blue kind of hologram in the back, which is kind of throwing me off.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm thinking it could be Orb Valis, because I think those holograms are there, and then I think on the right side it kind of looks like, I think hills, mountains, and then if you look up, I mean, even in the Granum Void, it's got cloud, sky, and stars, I think, if memory serves. So I think just based on the hologram, I'd like to say that's Orb Valis. I don't know if there is a hologram in the Granum Void. I have to go and check, to be honest. Orb Valis. I think quite a few people are saying Orb Valis.
Definitely makes sense.
So, Doctor, thank you so much for your submission. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. And thank you for being part of the community and everything that you do. The next person that we have is Toa Phantom. You're going to love this one.
Whoa, okay. Mooncakes.
If you want to see this in all of its like splendid beauty and feel hungry at the same time, if you go into Discord, and it is, just go down to the bottom, posted on the March 5th. Toa Phantom says, I'm a post some old art I did last year for this week's showcase, hope you enjoy.
Oh, I see, okay.
I'm looking at this, there's
Whoa.
Lotus. Yeah, oh yeah. There's Lotus Lure Cake, there's Pink Neza Lure Cake, there's Kuva Lure Cake, Frosty Lure Cake, Trinity. I love what you did with Trinity. Trinity Lure Cake, Orican Lure Cake, Red Seren Lure Cake, Equilibrium Lure Cake, Peculiar Mix Lure Cake, and Full Lure Cake. I don't know which one I want to try first.
I'm looking at these and like, even though they're not like real pictures, like they're animated or like, you know, like digitally drawn, they look appetizing. Like I'm looking at that Kuva Lua cake. I'm like, damn, I would love to take a bite of that. That looks delicious.
Have you noticed as well? Each cake has been cut in half so you can see how it looks.
Yeah, yeah, and you can really get the texture of like each of the different cakes.
So what I love about this as well is Toe Phantom's drawn some characters associated. So if you look in the center and look to the left, you've got Lotus with a love heart saying yummy, and opposite says purple yam, filling, and seeds.
Ah, okay.
So each of these have
Yeah,
this.
that's a really nice touch.
Yeah. So the Kuva cake is black sesame, sesame and spicy Kuva core. That sounds so nice. Oh, whoa.
Black sesame and spicy Kuva. Oh, you know what sounds really nice? Snow skin with ice cream.
Right?
Oh, and mochi and chocolate with equilibrium.
Oh my god.
Oh, delicious.
I don't know if you guys have seen this, but in terms of the ebook, I'll be interested to see what you guys would pick. Like, if you guys was like, even if you didn't show it on Primetime or whatever, but you're like, okay, let's have a poll. If we could have one cake to celebrate whatever, or just have like, I don't know if you guys do anything like at the end of the week. At my workplace, we had Tasty Thursdays. That's what we called it, you know. And we all voted on something. So I think what's gonna get my one vote? I don't know. This is also good.
That's tough. I feel like I would have a top 3 for sure. My top 3 right now is the Frosty Lua cake, because like you can't go wrong with ice cream, and you know it looks really good. You know, kind of that tasty cold dessert. Equilibrium cake, mochi and chocolate. It looks very visually appealing too. Can't go wrong with that. And then the Lotus Luau cake. I love purple yam, and you got a little bit of seed too. Actually, wait, no, the pink Neza cake looks good too with the peach paste. Okay, maybe 4. But that's my 4. That's my 4.
Do you know what? Screw it. We're not having a top 3. We're just gonna take a lot.
We're doing top 4 now.
Just don't even matter. We're getting all this cake for the office. Do you know what I'm looking at?
Yep.
The Frosty Lua cake, right? And I'm thinking, what is snow skin? And where I'm from, like, the only thing that's popping into my mind is icing. Like, so for me, I'm wondering if it's icing with ice cream inside. So like you've got like, I'm wondering if that's what that is. Because I'm thinking, how would icing and ice cream taste together? You know?
I think it would taste good actually. Like if you had like a nice like subtle like vanilla ice cream that's like not too overpowering, and then you kind of mix icing with it, I think that would add a really nice touch to it. The texture would be nice too.
Have you seen chat? Oh my god, this is making me crave sweets.
Wait, I'm looking at that.
There goes my diet. Lower cake looks like wedding cake. Yeah,
Maybe 3, 4. Give me all of them.
I can't decide. I honestly cannot decide. Do you know? I am drawn to the Kuva lower cake, and I'm looking at how soft that center looks, and the way it's just oozing out. And I'm thinking, what have I had in real life that I can sort of apply to that? And it's kind of like these sweets that we get in the UK. I'm not sure if you guys have the same ones, but it's like the strawberries filled center. So when you bite into it, it kind of oozes out, and it tastes really vibrant. It tastes of strawberry, and that's what I'm associating it with this. So like, I'm thinking, do I go with a Kuva Lua cake? But then,
oh, you know what? I just remembered that you're UK based. So does that mean like when you're eating these cakes, like what kind of tea would you have to drink with it?
Oh, I have only stayed to like one type of tea. I'm really bad.
English
like,
breakfast?
English? Oh my god, yeah, English breakfast. My god.
Yeah, okay.
I do that, but I've only got one type of tea. But it is on my bucket list to try different teas from different cultures and stuff like that. So there has been a point in stream where I've asked people what teas they recommend and stuff like that. Apparently, I'm a very bland British person because the only thing I put on my crumpets is butter. And apparently, there are people that put loads of different stuff on crumpets, like jam and stuff like that, and apparently I'm boring. So I'm not a typical British person.
Yeah,
so.
Jam is great. I think jam is a great addition. I thought you were gonna say like add beans or something.
Oh, no, I'm not.
I don't know much about UK culture.
I'm not that sadistic. But yeah, this is really, really cool. I love the image. All of them are very beautifully drawn. Like, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, this is a menu from a restaurant or like a bakery or something.
Yeah.
And I'm having to remind myself that this is drawn. This is a fan artist. But here's the thing, Uday. We don't really have a lot of foods in Warframe. So this person has creatively thought of foods, but then also added their Warframe twist. So the equilibrium is obviously Equinox. I think we've got Equinox on the left-hand side there. And then the full lower cake, I think, is that, I think, Deimos? I think, I'm looking at it, I'm thinking Deimos, but again, it's sweet meat flavour.
Oh, I think that would be, actually, would that be Deimos? Or it could be like, it's Varuna, so maybe like a part of Luau, maybe?
Total Phantom says it's Varuna. It's Varuna?
Yeah. No, you didn't catch that? You can see little Varuna on the side there.
Oh my god, I'm so bad. I didn't know. I'm looking at that and I saw the little like glowy eyes and stuff and the teeth and I thought, oh, that's invested. I kind of went with sweet meat, but oh my god.
Oh, Varuna full moon. Okay, that I didn't catch. I didn't catch the full moon though.
Yeah, no, that's so yeah. Total
Oh.
Phantom. Yeah, that makes total sense. I didn't get that, no. But yeah, that is actually really, really cool. I love to play on words as well. So yeah, is it Wolf Eating the Moon reference? It could be.
I guess so, yeah, like a full moon, yeah.
So Total Phantom, I want to thank you so much for the submission. It is really, really, really cool. If any of you guys want to see this, I know the stream kind of makes it really small. Please go into Discord, go into Submit Your Work and scroll up and just have it out on full view. Trust me, you will feel as hungry as we do. It looks really
somebody
amazing.
needs to make this and bring it to TennoCon and just like feed me, please.
Alright. Oh, there you go. If anyone bakes and wants to work with Total Phantom and get some recipes, don't forget to mail
Make
me
this a
some, please.
reality.
So that was Total Phantom. Thank you to Phantom for everything that you do in the community. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to the series that you're doing and looking forward to featuring. The next person we have is first time feature 2JZ Tribe, I think. And this is their Drifter fashion, and it's called Drifter.
Whoa.
So I'll go on.
It's like a Sith Lord or like God of War crossover.
Yeah, I didn't even think
I like
of that.
it.
Oh my. So I'm gonna go to where am I? I'm gonna go on to Twitter because it is a Twitter submission. I reached out to them. I saw it today, and I was like, "Yeah, this is pretty cool." So let me scroll down. I'll get the link, and I'll show you so you can have a look. Copy.
Yeah, I'm really taking I'm really eating my words here with saying that I wasn't a big fan of the Drifter, but the Drifter fashion today has really just been some next level stuff. Like, I didn't even know you could do this with the Drifter. This is nuts.
There's also, I believe, some varying shots on their profile. I'll have to double check. Let me have a look. Yeah, there is. So the one that I'm showing. So let me show you guys really, really quickly. Let me just make sure that I've got the right screen on. I'm going to show you on stream.
Wow.
So this is the person's Twitter, if you want to follow them. If you scroll down, this is the submission. I love the Naramon badge there on the chest. I'm looking at this and I'm feeling that would be a very warm outfit. It looks so comfortable as well. The fashion, the colours, everything really, really goes. And if you scroll down,
oh, the red arms, amazing.
Yeah, and if you scroll down, it's didn't bother with lighting, but slowly getting my Drifter to a point where I'm satisfied. And then we've got something like this. The fashion for me is really, really cool. I love the cloth here.
I love that description. Drifter gone edgelord.
It's just, I think it's a really, really cool fashion. Let me just try and do it so you guys can sort of see. So it's a little bit better. It suits though. It should be representing Madurai. That's interesting. Space Viking, yes. Rahun, oh my god, are we still in Warframe? This looks like a completely different game. Queen
Yeah, this looks
Purple.
very surreal. Like I would not have guessed this is from Warframe. Like if I saw this initially, I would be like, oh, it might be from a different game.
I love that you guys have added tattoos and that as well for the drifters. I'm hoping down the line we see more. I've gone onto the market and seen there's I think different packs, so I think it's something you're going to be adding maybe eventually. I'm speculating, guys. Do not take that confirm deny. I definitely want to see. I keep reminding people that Drifter is relatively new in terms of Warframe's lifespan. So, and obviously you guys take a little bit of time developing stuff, so even though it's not here yet, doesn't mean it won't be. And when you guys added tattoos and stuff, like, to me that adds more, it adds a bit more depth to the character. And it really adds to appearances, especially here. I feel like if this didn't have maybe a war paint marking or a tattoo, I don't think it would really have the same effect as it does. For me, this Drifter looks like he's suited and booted, ready to just knock on someone's door and take the throne, you know?
Oh yeah.
Fiend says, gives me God of War vibes.
Yeah.
It is a really, really, really cool fashion. I'm hoping to see more of this person's Drifter. I think they do other capturers and stuff as well, guys. This is a first time feature. Do you know what? I'm going to do something really, really quick. I'm going to show you. It is a first time thing, so some of the capturers is stuff like this. So to me, I have just come across this person today, so hopefully we get to see more of 2JZ. But I definitely give that a 10 out of 10 for Drifter fashion. I don't know,
Oh yeah.
I don't know what you think, Uday.
I think it's a solid 10 out of 10 too. That last Drifter we saw with Chad Prime, that's a 10 out of 10 too. Different kind of vibe, but still a 10 out of 10.
I definitely agree. So, sorry, the Twitter thing's gone on. To 2JZ, thank you so much for your submission, allowing me to feature. Is an honour, and thank you for your captures that have graced my Twitter feed. Thank you so much. I can't believe we're ending on this one. This got showed yesterday on primetime, and it's made an appearance. Please welcome to Community Showcase Vika. Hopefully this comes through. There you go. I'm just gonna let you guys run with it.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
This is actually such a wholesome picture. Nothing wrong with this. Super wholesome. Totally love it.
I don't know what to say other than my partner came in today when I was editing this for the showcase, and she said, "What the actual F is that?" And I went, "It's Warframe." She went, "What is that?" I went, "Oh, it's a cravat." She went, "No, what is that?" And I was like, she went, "Look at the size of." I went, "No, trust me, it's camera angle." And she just looked at me in complete disgust and walked out. So I have a lot of explaining to do apparently. So,
Oh boy.
there you go.
I saw this image earlier. There's a second picture to it. I think it's meant for you actually.
It is meant for me. I'm gonna show you guys really quickly. For Vector's Eyes only, I know what Vika did. So Vika did this one. She put both in Discord. Let me just go on to Showcase to show you guys. I was hoping you wouldn't have noticed, but apparently. Hopefully you guys can see this. No, apparently not. So I need to open up Discord. Let me open up the app real quick. But to be honest, I think this is one of the rare times I am lost for words because I don't know how to comment on this. This is just I am looking at Kavats in a whole different light now. So
It's okay if it's making you feel a certain way.
Oh, no.
That's totally normal.
Wait, it is? Oh, okay, I don't feel okay then. Sorry. Let me scroll up. I've got the app open on Discord. So we're going to go to Vector's Eyes Only. Are you ready, guys? Apparently this is for my eyes only, but we're going to share it on stream. Look, if you have cats, you always see this. I love how Vikers... Oh, Tori, thank you so much for the cheers. Let's go. So for Vector's Eyes Only. There we go. I don't
think this belongs on only Kavats.
Yeah, it's the feet pics. Yeah, this is a typical Vec Vec stream now. This is only Kavats. I can't. Yep, only Kavats. It's just, oh my god. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Can imagine what Uday's experiences of the stream, and I can imagine D watching at some point and be like, "So Uday, how was your experience?" Yeah.
So
this is
yeah,
my
I'm
first-
signing up for only Kavats.
Yeah.
Got a free trial.
There we go. Explain the feet pics to Uday. Oh my god. Okay, so. Oh yeah, you don't know.
It's
do
okay. You don't have to tell me. It's
No,
okay.
no,
You don't
no,
have to
no,
tell
no.
me what you're into. You know, like no, I get it. You're into it. It's all good.
No, it's not like that.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's fine. It's so basically I became MR30, right? I'm at Legendary 4 now, but back when I became MR30, I went for this whole thing of it's a special moment. Who's going to be my first ever Warframe? Like I need to ask to do a relay blessing, because when you relay bless, your Warframe goes huge and you're dotted on different posters, like on the entrance way, so people can see what Warframe's blessed to relay. So of course I decided Excalibur. I know, surprise, surprise. So when I blessed, I went over to have a look at Umbra in his tall, beautiful glory, and I noticed that Umbra has toes and toenails. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but he does.
Wait.
Yes,
Toes.
he does.
I think so. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
And
Because he's wearing he's not wearing shoes. He's like wearing like kind of wrapping, like a ninja wrapping thing, right?
yeah, right, that, yeah. And I didn't realise.
Mm.
And when you bless the relay using Umbra, you actually see he's got perfectly trimmed toenails. To making it sound so west.
That's a it's an interesting observation.
That's what
Not
people
sus
said.
at all.
No, definitely it's innocent. And I was curious, and then I asked chat if they noticed, and now I've got toes and emotes and feet emotes, and that's the story of the feet thing, and it's just snowballed. So now apparently it's Kavats.
I love that.
So
I loved it.
perfectly trimmed. Like a
Yeah, look at those
style.
perfectly trimmed claws there.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, who? I'm not gonna go down there. I'm just gonna stop myself. But no, like it is. If you guys are MR30 and you go to Relay, I suggest going as your favorite Warframe and just having
And
a look.
stare at their feet.
Not stare at the feet. Or if you stare at the feet if you want to. And have a look. There is some details, some are sus, that you wouldn't have realised in a normal size. So there you go. Vec tip of the day, guys. Vec tip of the day. So
I feel like you shouldn't have divulged this information to me because I'm gonna be making fun of you for this now.
that's
It's
fine.
gonna be a thing.
I feel like when I'm able to make it to TennoCon and hopefully see you, Zach, and everyone, I feel like it's gonna be a thing, and it's just gonna be a thing. So
Yep.
yeah.
Our shoes are staying on.
My shoes. I just got what
Sorry,
you
I'm
said.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Uday. What? Only look at your feet if you're in chaos. So Vika, thank you so much for your Kavat and its pose. My cat yet has not done this. But I know what you've said. I think you tagged the DE team that showed this last night, and you said cats do this when they trust you. This is a
My dog actually does this too. I think when like animals trust you, they show their backside. They also show their necks, and it's kind of like a symbol of trust.
Yeah, that's what Vika was saying. Yeah, that's what Vika was saying.
Mm.
Maybe my cat doesn't trust me. Maybe it's all the talk of feet. I don't know. Joking, guys. Don't make it easy for myself the way you did. So that was the showcase. I know we've got like 15 minutes. I really didn't want to go over because I don't know what your time schedule's like. We could do a Q&A and then quickly scan over Discord if you want to. It's entirely up to you.
Yep, that sounds good.
So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly go to Q&A. I'm opening up my intro. Is that it? I don't know what I've got. So if this is the wrong scene, guys, I do apologise, but let's check it out. There we go. So this is Q&A. So as you guys know, special guest is the Uday. Anything that you guys want to ask, feel free. I've got some questions of my own, Uday, but what I'm going to do is go to Q&As in Discord, and I'm going to ask some questions. So we've got one from Medusa Captures. Do you have any advice for people who would like to work in the gaming industry / as a dev?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it's really just, I think there's different ways to go at it, because different people say different things, and one of my old coworkers, they said like one of the most important things, like networking and meeting people in the industry, whereas for me, like I didn't actually know anybody in the industry. It was just kind of happened by chance, and I think the most important thing is just making a step into the industry, whether it's like a role that you might not want to do, but having that first step in kind of opens the opportunity to other things. And in my opinion, that's the most important. But I know some other people think like networking and just knowing people in the industry is also important too. I think they're both important, but my personal opinion, I just think just making that first step, regardless of what role it is, to kind of open the doors to everything else.
Right, okay. That's actually a really, really good question. I had something very similar that I wanted to ask, but Medusa's asked it, so I didn't want to take that question away from her. So, Madonna Tori says, question, I assume you're a gamer too, so when did you start gaming?
Oh, very young. I couldn't give you an exact date, but probably since I was a kid, I had, I think the first thing you can even consider gaming was probably, I had the Tamagotchi. So back in the day, there's this like little keychain pocket thing where you can like raise a digital pet, and I think that was like the first thing that kind of introduced me into like I guess digital kind of gaming. I've always loved like card games, like board games and stuff like that. So games in general were fun. And I think real gaming was probably when I got that first Game Boy when I was a kid. So whenever Game Boys released, that was when I started like real gaming.
Is that the Tamagotchis where if you didn't look after it, it kind of died?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, the teachers always took them away, and like when the teachers take them away, it's like, oh, I can't feed it, and you get it back, and it's like almost dying. Rip.
Oh boy, yeah, that would probably just that'd really be frustrating. Kai asks, my question: what is it like working with DE? Is it stressful or fun and calming?
I think like a little bit all of the above. It's awesome. Out of all the studios I've worked for, working at DE has definitely been the best. And I think that's just in part to like, one, everybody is like-minded and they're gamers too, and so you really get along with the people you work with, which I absolutely love everybody I work with. It's also fun and exciting in other ways too, because the community is great. Like the Warframe community is just such a great community, and like for a game that's been out for now 11 years to still have a dedicated community like that, and a growing community too. It's just such a fun workplace to be able to be surrounded by people like that, coworkers and community. Calming, yes, but also like for the same reasons too. It's like kind of feeling like you belong, and so it is calming in a sense. And of course, with any job, it's going to be stressful. So there are going to be stressful moments where when you're really really busy, you got to meet deadlines, or there's a lot of things going on, and you have to balance out your time. But that's not just a DE. That's with any job, not even in the tech industry. Yeah.
Okay, so one second, just really quickly. So my question, not my question, but I don't know how to word this, but it was kind of like a back-on question to what Kai said. What's your most memorable part of working with DE? Like, what is one of your most memorable
part? Easily the events. So I actually work remote, so I'm not in studio in London. I'm based in the West Coast, so usually everything is done over like Google meetings and over the screen. And so the moments that I do get to see coworkers in person, like for example last year at TennoCon, easily the biggest highlight moments, and being able to put faces on everybody, meet creators, and just have that experience in person is just absolutely surreal, amazing. It's definitely the biggest highlight for me.
That's actually pretty cool. I mean, as one thing I've always said, especially becoming a creator, I really want to try and make it to TennoCon. I've never made it to TennoCon, and it is definitely something which is on my bucket list. And I think one of the things that you've said is putting faces to names and vice versa. You know, I think that when you're in person and you meet these people, you're kind of able to connect more than what you would be able to in an online setting. So right now, I think that the way that we've connected doing the showcase, considering it's the first time we've worked together, like doing this, and the way that the banter is, feel comfortable. I can imagine that to be like ramped up a lot more if it was in face to face, and being in a convention which is set up by people equally as passionate about the franchise and what you're building together, and then seeing and interacting with the community as well, it must be an amazing feeling. It really must.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, okay, so let me go on to this. So we have Madam Banshee in question. What is your favourite colour?
Red. I mean, like, black is not actually, you know, everybody wants to say like black or white. It's not a real color. If we're talking about like actual color, red. If we're talking about anything, maybe black, but I'd stick with red for that question.
See, I fell in that category. I always used to say black, and it's interesting because, yeah, it's not. When you think about it, it's not. So, I've been living a lie. That's actually interesting.
I think it's a given though, because I think like most people do like the colors black and white. They're just like very neutral. They're very go-to. It's just they're kind of the go-to colors, right? And I think most people do just like black and white. And so, you know, outside of that, I feel like would be your actual favorite color.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think now what my favorite color is, but I can't say black or white anymore because you're right. Question from Link the Tenor. So Link says, question for you, Uday. I'm not sure if you are in contact with some of the concept designers at Warframe, but I wonder how the concept artists sketch down the Warframes and skins first. Like, do they start from Excalibur as a scratch and then move up to a more complex design? I'm asking because I struggle way too badly to draw Warframes right.
Oh, that's a really good question. Unfortunately, I don't know too much about the concept designers. All I really see is the images from the concept designers, like before we release them publicly. So I don't exactly know their process. I don't see like the rough drafts. I think the last dev stream, I don't remember if they went over concept designers. So they did do like the voice technicians.
Yeah.
They may have did concept designers too. I don't quite remember, but yeah, unfortunately, I can't answer that question for myself. Sorry.
Appreciate you trying to answer that, Uday. It really does mean a lot, so thank you. Tor Phantom says, message but also question to Uday. Hey Uday, happy to have you for today's community showcase. My inbox is full of automated giveaway messages from you. So my question is, how do you feel being this involved with the creators of the community like Vec, Capture Artists, etc.?
It's awesome. I love it because like with like previous roles, I was more so on the support side, so it's more so like it's always negative stuff, and like I gotta fix things, gotta go back end, correct broken things, and so now it's like it's not only just dealing with the issues, it's just being able to like be part of the community, not like just being the person that needs to fix things. Yeah. And yeah, it's like I've got to do like awesome, you know, Captura collabs with Melee Prowess, Freddy, Rickens, and Lightmick, and you know, just doing stuff like that, it's amazing because like it's part of the job too, to like be part of the community, which I feel is just awesome. Yeah, so overall, I just feel very accepted, feel very comfortable being with the, you know, the creators in this community.
That is actually really cool. See, I first time that I've been working with a franchise like this is Warframe, and I have opportunities to work with other franchises and stuff like that, but they're not as close as what you guys are with us. It's kind of like a barrier. Like, you do your content, and it's whatever. Whereas this, you're so approachable. You like everyone was saying in chat, Uday is one of us. It's like, you know, it's that feeling like you see a product that you guys make, and then, you know, sometimes getting the support for that product seems like it's not there, or, you know, it's a very complicated process, or it's whatever. With Warframe Digital Extremes in general, for me, it's a complete opposite. Whatever the issues are, you guys are very approachable. I've never had the opportunity to work as closely with you guys in terms of another franchise as what for you, and I think that this is also why Digital Extremes have seen success, is because at heart, like you said, you guys are gamers. You are focused on the community, like you said, the community is part of your job, and that really shows. You are just I know you're business first and foremost, but you do care. You listen, you take community feedback on board, and it shows. And honestly, it's an honor and a privilege to be able to do this. Like, I know the question was aimed at you from Toe Phantom, like what it's like, but equally as a creator now, and having this experience, it's equally as like, oh my god, like, you know, it's such an honor to be able to work with you guys.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think, yeah, Warframe's definitely, like, Digital Extremes is like the first company that I felt the same way too, where like it's not just like everything has to be monetary. It's like you really care about the community, their feedback, and that's what's kind of created that longevity.
Yeah.
Where, you know, some of these other games might be purely focused on the monetization factor, and so they might not last as long, and you know, players are going to be upset, they're going to move on. Whereas here, it's like there's a very dedicated community for Warframe.
I definitely agree. So Shem says, question for you there: how did you get involved with Digital Extremes? Was it a specific goal or just random? Hey, let's try this company.
I have a very funny story about that actually. So I was previous to Digital Extremes, I was working for a mobile gaming studio, and I got I think it was an email or a LinkedIn message, either or, and it was saying like, oh, Digital Extremes is looking for, you know, such and such for a new role, etc. And usually when you receive emails or messages like that, you just assume, okay, it's probably just a scam. So it was from a recruiter, so it wasn't from directly from Digital Extremes, so I thought, okay, it's just a scam. But yeah, I kind of read it again. I'm like, you know what? I'll just see what's up. I'm just gonna see I'll just see what happens, even if it's a scam. Just kind of for the giggles. And so I emailed back, and there was like a virtual interview. The person said that he was based in UK, and so we did like a Google Meets, but then his camera was off, and so that kind of raised my suspicion. He's like, oh, my Wi-Fi stopped working, so I'm on data now. And so I'm like, no, there's no way this is real. This is definitely a scam. But a lot of the questions he asked were like pretty legit. And then I think a few weeks go by, you know, nothing really. And then he emails me back and was like, oh, okay, we can do like a real interview with Digital Extremes now. And then I'm thinking, wait, hold on, this can't be real. There's no way. Yeah, and then going to an interview, there was Megan, there was Zach, I think Taylor was there too. And that's like the moment when I hopped into that meeting is the moment I realized, oh wait, this is legit. This is not a scam. This is actually legit. And yeah, this one thing led to the other, and then got hired at Digital Extremes.
Do you know what? I have the same experience.
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting you there. I thought you was finished. No,
Oh, no, 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 no. It all came from the speculation of a scam email.
It's funny because I have the same experience. When you guys reached out to me to become a creator, I was like, is this legit? Is this legit? And it's like, I was equal like, nah, surely not. And at first, I had to double check the email and stuff, and it was like, oh my god. And I can totally relate with that. And it's, do you know what though? I have to say, like, it's Frey. Look, Frey. Same mate. I had to sleep on it to be sure. Do you know what I think it is? I think it's because people always assume it ain't gonna happen to them. I don't know if, at least with me, because I've started to openly talk about it. Like my GP seems to think that I suffer from CPTSD, from trauma in childhood and stuff like that. Not going into it, not bringing the stream down, but I have a lot of negative self-talk. So if something good happens or positive happens, there's always something in the back of my head trying to like, doubts. So I think that's where mine comes from. I don't know about everyone else, but
I think I'm the same way too. We're like very self-critical. Gotta be like a little bit of a perfectionist almost.
Yeah, exactly. And when you're in a negative state or whatever, it's difficult to accept the positive. But it's having experiences like this for me. I'm not just for me, it's just about learning and assessing and just working with, I think, the negative self-talk. And to listen to you, actual Uday, and be like, I actually thought it was a scam. I'm thinking, no, I thought the same thing. It's like, it just emphasizes that you're a human first and foremost. You have the same feelings as us. You experience the same things as us. You create like godly content, right? You do all this stuff. At first and foremost, you're human. You feel, you have your good days, your bad days, and stuff like that. And this is part of why I wanted to start doing Q's and A's and stuff, to actually see you for you, you know, not just a DE patch. I know it sounds bad.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah. Speaking of Q&As, I do see a funny question from Anna Banana on chat.
Okay.
If you were at a mall and there are say slippery stairs, would you take another route for second floor, or would you go for the slippery one?
Okay.
That's a good question.
Uh.
That's a good question. If there were like rails, like, you know, like handle rails that you can like hold on to that are not slippery, I would go for the slippery one. I have really good balance, so I think I'd be confident as long as it's something to grab onto. I'm pretty confident I can go up those slippery stairs.
So let me get this straight. You would risk all to save time.
Well, because like there's the handlebars, right? So I have really good balance. So even if I do slip, I'm just gonna hold on. I'll be totally good. It'll be like a fun little challenge, you know?
Alright, okay. I'm with you. Shy says no stairs. Wait, no stairs at all? What?
Oh wait, no? Oh, it's just stairs, no handles. Oh yeah, I don't know if I'm risking that. I'm taking another way. Nope. I don't want to break my hip.
Okay, so final question we've got on Discord is from Cautionary Tale, and she says, question for you there, how do you navigate the stress of your job?
That's a good question. You don't. You just feel stressed. No, I'm just kidding. I feel like it kind of comes in waves. So, you know, sometimes, like for example, like kind of now, there is a little bit less to do because you know, update hasn't come out yet. It's kind of the quiet before the storm. But when, you know, big updates do come out, like the updates that's going to be coming out soon, it does get stressful. And so I think you just have to leave your work at work, and that was like a big thing that's that they emphasize in orientation. It's like you know, you might be thinking about work outside of work, which you shouldn't be doing. You should try as best as you can to keep work within work hours, right? So like, yeah, you might be stressed during work hours, but outside of that, you want to be able to decompress and, you know, do your own thing separate from work.
Yeah, that makes total sense. I mean, it's difficult to switch off, and I think for someone like myself, it's considered easy to switch off because it's not as maybe a bigger deal or whatever. But for someone in your position, you're probably thinking and feeling a huge weight of responsibility. So it's totally, and again, it's totally understandable because, like you said, you used to go in and fix things. There was a lot of people having negative experiences. So, and you know, especially how you feel about digital extremes and how big of an opportunity it is, I can completely understand why it might be difficult for you to switch off and not think about work outside the work. But equally as important, I think that if you ever get to a moment where you are thinking about this outside of that sort of stresses and, you know, that sort of environment where, for example, you're thinking about work outside work, I think that's where some issues can arise. But just listening to how you manage it and how Digital Extremes has said to you, you know, we kind of got support if that sort of happens. It just shows just how thoughtful the company is about not just the community but the people that work for them. And in today, what we've seen in today's industry with, you know, so many people let off and all that stuff that is going on at the minute, you know, doom and gloom stuff, it's really a breath of fresh air to see that there is companies which are taking steps to look after those that make their franchises, in my opinion, great as what they are, you know?
Yep. Cannot agree with you.
My question to you is Warframe based. And my question to you, hopefully you can answer, is what is your favourite Warframe quest so far, and why?
That's easy. Haro, easy.
Really?
Easy. It was just like when I first played that quest, it was creepy, and like okay. To be fair, I there was a point in my life where I did get scared easily, but like at this point in my life, I don't really get scared. Like horror movies don't really scare me anymore, and like, but that Harrow quest, the tip tap in the dark, it kind of gave me the chills a little bit, and like, it was really, out of all the quests, that was the most memorable one. It really stuck with me. Like I really remembered it, and like it was kind of creepy, scary, but also cool at the same time, and it was very different than all the other quests too. Because like all the other quests, you just kind of progress through. It's fun too, right? But the Haro quest was just so different from any other quest in the game. Yeah, it still stuck with me. I love it.
Do you know, it's funny you say that, because one thing that I've taken from the Harrow quest is why there are not more quests like the Harrow quest, because all the thing that you have highlighted, it kind of made me think back to how Dark Sector felt, like in the unknown, and there was some suspense sections and and stuff like that, and I thought myself about Harrow and how there was like blood writing on the wall, like rap tap tap, and I'm like, oh my god, is someone gonna jump out at me?
Exactly. I was waiting for it. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a jump scare. It's gonna be a jump scare. I gotta wait for it. Tread slowly.
Yeah. It's interesting because I half expected you to say like New War, obviously one of the most recent quests, or I don't know. I'm being biased here, but the Sacrifice quest, definitely not my favorite. But you know what I mean. But it's so different to hear you say the Harrow quest, because out of how many times I've asked this question, I've not really seen the Harrow quest pop up. And for all the things that you've listed, it stands out, and I really wish, I'm sure many other people wish, there was more quests like that around about in Warframe quest catalog. If anyone has any questions,
Don't get me wrong though, I feel like while the Haro quest is my favorite, like based on lore and like the progression of the game, like Second Dream, War Within, New War, like the newer quests definitely progressed to the next level, and like that's what I love about it, the lore and like the progression. But just like in terms of like just random quests, no, like a little bit of lore, but just random quests not tying like the main things together, and just like the quest content, Haro quest easy, most memorable by far.
Second Dream and War Within for Shem. Gamer Second Dream will be always my favourite. To be fair, in regards to those quests, seeing the Lotus scoop up your operator for the first time, I think that was one of the first times you've felt a sense of humanity, I think, in Warframe, and you got it with like the open worlds and stuff, but to realise who you really are, one of my questions I want to ask you is, I know we're over time, I hope that's okay, I'll try and wrap up really quickly,
Okay.
what is your favourite Warframe song? Original soundtrack.
Warframe song, ooh. That's tough. I don't remember. Let me think. I think in general, I like the Warframe backtracks. Like, when you first log in, you hear the backtracks, but I mean, that's not really a song. It's just more so like, background music.
I mean, it could be anything to the original soundtrack. It could be a song. It could be, like you said about backtrack. Anything that's like music of Warframe. It doesn't really matter. Like,
oh man, I'm really blanking out here because I don't remember it.
Okay.
It's more like in the moment. So like, yeah, that's a tough one. But yeah, I just like the background tracks. Like when I first log in. And the first thing that would come to my head in terms of like an actual song is that Orb Valis mining song, because I know last year in TennoCon they did that like compilation of like different creators making that Orb Valis kind of mining song, the takes, and that's one I really remember. So yeah, so the first one that comes to my head, I gotta go with that one.
That was so good. So we've got a question.
Oh yeah.
Before I go on to the clothes and stuff, I've got a question. If you were to choose one form of artistic outlet in Warframe, being dojo, decorating, or capture, which would you prefer and why? And that was from Gamer.
haven't done too many like art related things in Warframe, so I mean the closest thing would be Captura. I haven't done dojo decorations. I guess Warframe fashion would be the biggest one for me because that's like the thing I do the most. I love Warframe fashion. I cannot play a Warframe without having the fashion first. Like I can't just play unless maybe I'm leveling it up to like MR30, but I cannot play a Warframe, actually play them without the fashion first. They have to be fashioned out at least like decently. It doesn't have to be like crazy fashion, but it has to look nice first. So I think Warframe fashion first and foremost. Behind that would be Captura, just because it's also like the second kind of fashion thing that I would be involved in. But yeah, dojo decorations I've never really done, so I can't say too much on that. Honorary shout out to Orbiter decorations though. I've seen some absolutely mind-blowing Orbiter decorations. Like so good to the point where like you wouldn't even recognize as an Orbiter anymore. I personally haven't been able to do that yet, but that's the next thing I'm going to be looking into.
Speaking of which, before we go on to the final bit of the stream, again, I do apologise for going over. I won't keep you too much longer, I promise. Speaking of Orbiter fashions, I have a space for you, Uday. If you have a look at stream, hopefully you can see this. I need your fashion for my Orbiter. I don't know if you can see this.
This one is the Zach. Is that like the empty spot?
Yep, so yours will be right here. I do have a couple of people to add in, but I have added quite a few creators in here. So I don't decorate my Orbiter, but I have spent a lot of plot in creating this.
Wow, I didn't even know you could do that. That's so cool.
Yeah, so this is my VIP.
That's really unique.
Section doing crit to Grenier, which is the channel points and stuff like that.
Wow.
We do have some creators in here, some very familiar faces, but I've been meaning to reach out to you for quite a while. I'm like, have you got a fashion? But I know you've been really, really busy. So while we're here on the stream, before we go to the final part, that spot has been saved for quite a while. I managed to get Zach's fashion in the 10 years of Warframe last year, and obviously I want to grab your fashion.
Oh, that's his classic. Is that his Zephyr?
That is
his classic.
That's his.
No, it's not Zephyr.
That is Zephyr. Yep.
Was it? Yeah, that's his classic Zephyr.
That's his classic.
Colorful.
That is classic. So, like I said, whenever you're free, just send me a look link whenever.
Yeah, sounds good. It's gonna be tough. It's like there's a lot of contenders there. I don't have a signature look. I know Zach does. I gotta find my signature look.
So I'm on the final part of the stream again. It's going to take a couple of minutes, and I want to thank you for spending time with us today on Q's and A's and looking for the showcase. And I hope you did enjoy the experience. Now, I know we're over, but I want to say really, really quickly. This is my little community challenge, which I am currently doing, and I want to thank everyone that's taken part. Uday, I know you don't really know me that well yet, but I'm gonna ask you which Warframes to use. To let you guys know, I do have 7. So the challenge was to select 7 Warframes, and these are my responses. So we've got Excalibur, that is correct. We have Nidus, that is correct. Mag, that is incorrect. Rana, that is incorrect. Wukong, that's incorrect. Steinax, that is incorrect. So out of this one, and Dagoth, that is also incorrect. Hildren, I don't use. Gorse, I don't use. So unfortunately, Bionic, not right on that one. VGC has selected Ash, Excalibur, Saren. So correct. Incorrect. So 2 correct. Before I do anything else, Uday, do you want to take a stab? Because I want to go and give too much away. So out of the Warframe roster, which is the 70 thing?
Let's see.
I've given a couple away already.
Oh, I don't see. I think you're missing a Warframe there.
Am I?
I don't see Excalibur Prime.
Oh no!
I'm sorry. Let's do Excalibur. Was Ash one?
Yeah, let me just shimmy this across real quick. I didn't realize realize how big it goes. Oh, let me just stick it across. There we go. There you go. That should be better.
Okay, so we got Excalibur. I think we got Steinax. Was Ash one?
So these are 3 up to now.
Okay, so we got Ash, Excalibur, Steinax. Let's do Octavia.
Octavia, okay.
Gauss.
Okay.
How many am I at? 4 or 5? 5 now?
Yeah, so you got Ash, Excal,
Ash, Cal,
Steinax.
Gauss, Octavia, and Steinax. 2
Okay.
more. Mirage and Wisp.
Ooh. Okay. Right. So let me scroll down really, really quickly. If you want to just write down your send me a message, whatever, so we can get a list, or you can keep them in your mind. It's fine. This is done like a true Valkyrie main. Just saying, because I think someone's got a little bit of rage quit. Okay. I love how Madonna Tori has done Excalibur Umbra with a scarf. So there is edited, but Tori, we need to talk about how you cross out Warframes. Like, it's just that you can tell Tori's a Valkyrie main. I don't know what you think. It says Banshee, Excalibur, Mag Mesa, and Wisp. Okay. And of course we've got Vex wife, or Vex lost wife in the bottom corner here. Vex second wife is Excalibur Umbra. Wukong, Steinax, Saren, and Clever. That's interesting choices. Loving the points for this. And then finally, Rahun. I don't even know how to read this. This is every single term that there is. Yeah. Rahun, I don't know how to read that, but you get 10 out of 10 for the... What is with the crowns? Why haven't we got a toe crown? What? And then Muddy Suds. I think this is the final... Oh, wait, okay. I've got a couple more before we have a look. So, oh my god. So, Excal, Gyra, and I think that is it. Okay. Scroll down. Okay, there we go. Maybe it's Ash, Caliban, question mark, Chroma, Citrine, Dagoth, Excal, Grendel, Gara, Gyra, Harrow, Avara, Cora, Clever. There's a lot on here. So, and then Excalibur Prime. Medusa added in Excalibur Prime, and did Nelson doing haha. I feel like you guys are targeting me a lot here. Lummi, Ember, Equinox, Excalibur crossed out. Guys, Loki, Octavia, Saren, etc. Alaman, no Excal, but Hydra, Dinarus, Caliban, Limbo, Nyx, Trinity, Peace Unknown, Excalibur, Anidus, Titania, Wukong, Wisp, Rhino, and Volt. And I think that is it. Baruch, Chroma, Excalibur, Trinity, Wisp, Volt, Protea. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys who my Warframes are. Excalibur, Gyra, Nyx, Nidus, Volt, Siren, and Titania. Those are the 7 I mainly use.
Ah, damn! I switched my I switched that one Warframe for Mirage. Messed up.
Do you know what? You wouldn't have been wrong. I did use Mirage for a time, but I switched her out for Nyx, and the reason I did that is because of Steel Path, and I used Nyx to solo a lot of the bosses on Steel Path and stuff, and I fell in love with Nyx that way. And then Nyx just, for me, I just go to. Mirage was a very, very close one, so you wouldn't have been wrong. It's just she literally didn't make the list by the smallest of margins.
I'm very surprised there's no Wisp.
A lot of people are saying...
That's very surprising.
Kai's saying now to Gyra. I do use Gyra. I've got a really good... Never seen you on Nyx.
Oh, I love Gyra.
I use Nyx for Steel Path Gamer. What do you mean? But yeah, I use Gyra. I've loved Gyra when you guys first launched her. And yeah, Like I said, Gamer, it doesn't reflect on my use percentage, but I do use Gyro. If I ever see
If
you,
I
well,
ever see you with Wisp, I'll report you.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'll second that.
okay.
Just let me know. Just let me know if he plays Wisp. I'll report him too. Let's get him banned, guys. I'm just kidding.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the list. Obviously off stream, I've kept you there for like 21 minutes over. I know that you're very busy and stuff like that, and I really do appreciate you spending the time with us today. How did you find your experience at the showcase? Before we go,
It was really fun. Definitely be open to do this again. It's actually so great to get to see like art that I don't usually see. You know, like usually I do look at like content being shared in the creator channel, sometimes on Twitter, but there's definitely some pieces that I don't see that was on here, and that was just absolutely stunning. Also great to learn about your sadness for Xcal Prime and how you like feet picks. So you know, really fun stuff.
if I get a Uday feet pick, like not your feet pick, but I mean like you're going Captura. If you go into Captura, if you go into Captura and just take one and send it to me, I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably showcase it. I'll say Uday. Send me this. I can't believe I just listen. It's like nearly half down that time, so I'm like really tired. I can't believe I said, "Hey Uday, if you send me a feet pick," I get a feeling people are gonna be clicking that and just tormenting me with the rest of my life. Hey Beck, do you remember that time we asked Uday for a feet pick? No, I didn't do it like that. But I've actually enjoyed our time. I mean, you know, I really want to start working with the community more, and like I said to you before I went live, the Q's and A's and stuff like that, and hopefully work with you again and other people from D and stuff. And I've actually enjoyed this experience. Like I said to you, I'm still getting used to the talk back and forth, like, you know, like getting to know when you're going to answer, when not. And I think as I go on, I think it's something that I'll learn. But I'm really glad you enjoyed it, Uday. I'm really glad you enjoyed it.
Really happy to be here. Definitely a great first stream experience. Yeah, this is like the longest time I've been on stream too, and like loving the experience. I really dig it. I've never streamed on Twitch before, like myself, so I don't really know how it goes. But yeah, this experience is really nice, and yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you. So guys, Uday is in our server, and Uday, if you ever want to just pop your head into the showcase and see what people are submitting, you're more than welcome to. If there's anyone that you think you know might want to feature, and you're like, hey, I think you should feature this person on the showcase, I'm open. I know you've got a lot of time, like, you know, you're busy and stuff, and you don't really have a lot of time, but you know, you can always check in and see what people are posting. We have a really good community, I'm sure you know. And thank you so much for being here, spending this amount of much time, and I hope that it's, like you said, it's a good experience. And if you get questioned by Zach, you don't mention any of the feet stuff, please. Don't mention anything. But yeah, I'm really glad you enjoyed it.
I'll get you that subscription to Only Kabats.
Yes!
For your birthday,
ready,
of
guys?
course.
It's on stream, Uday said. But guys, that is it. Thank you all for your submissions. It's been absolutely amazing. Of course, we had special guest Uday, and for those of you that are on Twitter, do me a huge favor, right? Okay, just head over to twitter.com/WarframeUday, hit the follow button, and yeah, Uday is an absolute legend. If you haven't already. Wait, you can't hear me? You can't hear me? Put my close. Alright, okay, sorry. I was far away. Like I said, if you guys can, if you can go on Uday's Twitter, that's the link, hit the follow button, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I will see you guys on Tuesday. And just to let you guys know, I'm working on 3 showcases now. I've just had a lot of in real life stuff going on, so just to let you know, they are going to be uploaded over the weekend. Uday, I'm obviously going to do our Q&A and stuff as well, and separately, I'll tag you in it on Twitter and stuff. And yeah, see you guys in Discord.